a few minutes till we're live. We want to just fill the air.
Okay. Hey, poppers. When is Riffti supposed to be home? Like 10.
Around
right?
10.
Yeah.
So it's an hour of the Isaac and Pheonix show.
Hey.
Maybe I should put big black boxes over the other two.
Censor them. Fuck them.
Kip's at Fan Expo, so.
Yeah, I didn't even know Fan Expo was this.
To be honest, I didn't either. But then again, I don't really go to Fan Expo.
Me
Not that I
either.
wouldn't enjoy it, but or potentially enjoy it. I'm not really much of a con person. I'm just gonna open this box beforehand. Because one of those things, we don't need the sound of opening box when we're actually trying to.
I've played this game before.
Snake Oil?
Yeah,
It's a
man.
good game.
It's fun. It's gonna be really. Oh, I had a game. It'd be terrible to play on the podcast, but it'd be so much fun.
What?
It's or even if we just streamed it eventually, it's called Speak Out.
Yeah.
You know when you put like the stupid like fucking in your face and you have to try to say a phrase and people have to try to guess what you're saying? It's like I have it. It's fun.
Was it
also
like an
have-
Ellen thing? I feel like it was an Ellen thing.
I don't watch Ellen, so I don't know. It's essentially you just have a thing that put your like.
Yeah, I don't really watch Ellen either. I just have an aunt who does. Hey, Star. And we're doing okay. Just more or less waiting on everybody else. It's going to be an hour or so for Riffti, so it's just kind of...
Just chill. Yeah, we're just kind of...
Pheonix and Isaac shooting the shit.
Yeah. What was I about to say?
About Speak Out?
Yeah. I also have Cards Against Humanity if we ever want to play that.
We have all that. We have that and all of its expansions. And back in our early days, Melanie Cat, for the online version of Cards Against Humanity, made a BrantFurred deck. So there are a number of BrantFurred cards.
The online one is so much fun. We should do that one day. We should just like a bunch of us play together.
It's been kind of on the to-do list.
Yeah, it'd be great.
I mean, like I said, I want to do Snake Oil today on the podcast, just because it's a game that you don't really need to have anything to do.
Well, no. All you're doing is you're trying to sell whatever the fuck weird hybrid thing you pick up.
Okay. Oh, Chinese leftovers. I love Chinese leftovers. I walked all the way to Harvey's and it just hurt me. But I did place in my pre-order for Pokken Tournament DX, so...
Oh god, I'm so sad I can't play that game.
Yeah, but...
I want Pokken Tournament in general.
Yeah, when it comes out, we'll have it, and I'll probably wind up streaming it a little bit, and then we can have an episode or two of just the multiplayer.
Nice. I'm waiting for Sonic Forces. That's what I'm waiting for.
That's Sonic Mania.
I know. I hear it's really good. I'm glad that the Sonic team, were like, all right, Gen 1, essentially, fans are like, breathing down our necks.
Yeah.
So here's your game. Those who like the new stuff, here's your game. I'm like, that's what people should do. Give them both.
Well, Sonic Team didn't make Sonic Mania.
Well, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, okay, then they're satisfied and they're satisfied. Now, no one has to fucking fight it out.
You know, Sonic Mania is made by a team of essentially, like, all Sonic modders and, like, fans.
Yeah. I know, but...
Mario and Rabbids, I have heard good things. I didn't get it.
Don't want it because I'm not a fan of Rabbids.
Nobody is. Let's face it.
They're the video game version of Minions, essentially. And I have my vices about that. I don't mind the mix aesthetically, but it's just not my kind of game.
Well, I think that's the thing is, again, the game is kind of everything when it comes to Mario and Rabbids, is that it's a good genre that they chose.
Yeah, I know. It's just not my kind of thing.
The cover shooter. And I'm like, I have nothing against that kind of game, but it's not a type of game that I've really invested in. I never played XCOM, so...
I have all of the hype coming up for this Tuesday, though.
Yeah. Because
Destiny 2 comes out.
Yes.
And Kane is on afternoons, so he gets to play up until like 2 when he goes to work.
Yeah.
Then I get it all day to myself.
Good for you.
And that is something that I am super excited for because I love Destiny. Yeah, sure.
Sorry, I would put that somewhere better, but...
No, that's fine. Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was anything important or not. I mean, you're important, but you know what I mean.
Hey. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I've played 3 worlds of Sonic Mania now.
Oh, really? Yeah. What's your favorite one so far? I like not the casino, Studio. That one looks good.
I just finished the studio.
That one looks so fun. It reminds me of the casino. I think that's the point, though.
Actually, it was an original idea, essentially. They called it Studiopolis, and it turned out that Sega actually had a thing called Studiopolis
that's where
already.
Breezy's from.
Yeah. And
well, that's not where she's from. That's where she ended up going.
But
after
the guys never actually knew it was a real company.
It's because they probably had no idea about the comics. You know, where everything already exists. People need to fucking read that shit.
Yeah, no, it is a good game so far. I've gotten like 5 Chaos Emeralds, strangely enough.
Goddamn.
Which is like bonkers for me, because I mean we played. How long till we finish Vikings?
Any day now.
There are 2 levels left in Vikings. That will probably get punched out next recording session.
It's pretty close.
It's barring difficulty, because the minor spoilers if you enjoy that series, but like next week's episodes, like for the one that's going to come out yesterday.
One that came out yesterday.
Yeah, the one that came out yesterday. We didn't finish that level, and next week's we also don't finish the level because it's a fucking 3-parter.
It is, but it's that's it, and then that's the end.
Yeah, and then that's I think there's the boss battle afterwards. So it's like that game's on its last leg.
Essentially, everything kind of is almost on the end of it.
Yeah, Okami's finale just got edited last night.
Yep,
/
Okami's
today
done.
Because fuck it, it's an hour long.
Vikings is going to be done.
Threads of Fate will be swapping over.
Yep. So technically, your Threads of Fate is finished. Then we have my run through.
Well, as long as you enjoy the Isaac Rage moments, Star.
Why? What'd Star say?
Well, I enjoyed you Isaac Rage moments.
Although you should watch Threads of Fate. There's tons more. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He gets so mad.
I do. It's so mad.
And it's fun to just watch. It's just fun to sit on the couch and just watch
the
anger.
It's not even like it's like a 0 to 100. Like just
no,
instant.
It's
like it's that slow. It's like, oh, I fell off that edge. I guess I'll try again. It's like, oh, he hit me that time. It's just like the slow dial-up.
It's fun to watch someone slowly boil, and then just be like, I'm so done with everything.
Just like, when did it hit 100? and how do we get back?
Yeah, just to hear you rant on the other side of the couch just makes me laugh.
Make me happy so much. I'm very glad that we make you happy.
Good. I watched the new. Don't watch the new Netflix Death Note.
Oh.
Yeah, I watched it. Sadly.
Here's the bit with Death Note for me. Is that as much as I didn't really like the end of Death Note?
Well, it's because the end of Death Note in the English version was different than in the Japanese version. There's 2 different versions of what happens.
Really? Does Light win in the other one?
I think so. I think the one that we saw in the English adaptation of the anime was he dies via shootout. He gets like blasted into the stairs and he's dead. And he laughs maniacally as he's dying. And then I think there's another one where he actually escapes, or he dies again, or he dies, but differently. And it's more of a... It's more or less how you would expect him to go. I think. I can't remember now, but I'm pretty sure there's 2 of them.
Well, another one that I watched, he got shot, ran for a bit, and then Ryuk killed him.
That's the I'll say that's the English one. I don't know if that's just the fact of like maybe there was 2 just because.
Yep.
But no, the new movie.
Movie?
On Netflix, yeah.
It's a movie?
It's a movie.
But yeah.
It shouldn't be.
The problem that I have with Death Note, again, I love the series, love it to death. It was a nice fresh breath of fresh air, especially for the North American audience, to have Death Note. Just because, again, it was so new. Everything else was like a fighting anime at the time. Basically.
Yeah.
The Death Note told its story. It had a definitive beginning and a definitive end.
Yeah.
Whenever there's like a movie of Death Note or a remake or like a new show of Death Note, it's the same story.
It's not though. That's the. I would have preferred it if it was.
Yeah.
The problem with this one is, okay, so say Death Note manga. I've never read the manga, so just in the anime that I've seen.
Yeah.
Goes like one way.
Yeah.
Right. It goes whoosh, up the tree. That's fine. The movie.
Suicide via pen is the other death. Ooh.
I did not know that, but thank you. Who's this new person?
Various things. And we will get into what we'll play next after the death.
Oh yeah. So the movie
Yeah.
goes completely out of left field.
Yeah.
The only thing it shares in similarity is, other than Ryuk, which Willem Dafoe did a good job.
Yeah.
Good for him. And ew, Ryuk, ew. I already don't like him anyways, but he looks fucking nasty in this movie. So good job him.
Yeah.
Good job them. Just the story behind it is fucking stupid. Like, Light, his name is still Light. He's Light Turner. And it explains why his name is Light, because his mom's a hippie, or she was.
Yeah.
He finds the Death Note. And then, I will say, the scene where he meets Ryuk for the first time is fucking hilarious, because he loses his goddamn mind and screams like a child. It's fucking funny. Ryuk tells him about, like, how the thing works, and then he's, like, reading all the rules and shit, and yada, yada, yada. And then, like, they cut out so much. They even made Misa. Yeah. The character's name is Mia. And it's, just a sigh of you, I know. And she, you know how Misa Amane in the anime was, like, obsessed with Light? Yeah. And she was like, I will do whatever you want, I'll follow you anywhere, I fucking adore you. Yeah. This person is like, Light, you're a pussy. You can't kill people. Give me the Death Note, and I will kill people because you can't do it. He's like, no, I'm not going to give you the Death Note. It's my Death Note. She's like, okay. And writes in it that if he doesn't give her the Death Note by, like, midnight, he'll die of a heart attack. Because anyone can fucking write the Death Note, I guess. It's a waste of your time. Just don't bother with it. Do you have more comments?
Yeah. So what are the games we're going to play next?
Oh, I don't know.
I know that Riffti wants you to pick the You and Riffti game, because currently, like, everything we're playing right now is stuff Riffti wanted to play. Vikings, Okami, Digimon World 3 for me and her. Like, it's all stuff she wanted to play. So she wants you to pick the next Thursday thing.
Well, I'll have to look through what we got, I guess.
Yeah. My suggestion forever ago at this point was Sonic Adventure DX on PlayStation 3. That was my suggestion for you too, just because it's a game you're both interested in.
Oh yeah, I'll do it. I like Sonic games. I love Sonic.
Yeah. As for Lost Vikings, the suggestion I'm throwing in the ring for now is going to be Sonic Mania, while it's still kind of new.
Well, yeah, we got to get that shit out there. We did. You missed your chance with Breath of the Wild.
Well, I was also doing other Zelda stuff with Breath of the Wild too, so
it doesn't matter. You still could have banked heavily on that. But
yeah, Sonic Mania probably a high contender for a Wednesday game. It's not going to be a very long one. There's only like 7
and at
worlds.
least we can all take turns.
Take turns.
If you ever really wanted
do multiplayer. Actually, I unlocked the multiplayer for it too. Sonic Fighters.
Oh yeah, we are considering that heavily for the channel, because that's the one. No, I'm thinking of Sonic Forces. I don't know what Sonic Fighters is. Oh, I know what that one is. That's the really, really, really old shit.
Yeah, it's the old fighting game that controls like a tank.
Yeah, with Angel the Cat for the first time, and then she's like never seen again until the comics. Yeah, I remember that. Could we even do that?
What was it for?
I don't
Dreamcast.
I don't
probably
remember.
The Dreamcast. I probably have all the stuff to actually run a Dreamcast game, but well, you're here early, Riffti.
Yay!
Rifti's here!
Riffti has joined the battle!
Woo!
I found her badge that says that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
it delivers a challenge.
Close enough.
Right?
Yeah.
Close enough. Everybody say hello to Riffti. She's home now. How was work?
We were just discussing the potential next games for BrantFurred because we got onto the topic of just the fact that we're finishing them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I think I mentioned, it's like we're gonna have to like start a bunch of new series because everything ended all at once.
Yep.
Yeah. I was saying I'm thinking for Vikings replacement doing Sonic Mania.
Cool.
Because I got it. I've already actually I was telling Pheonix. Since getting it yesterday, because the Switch now will take PayPal, so I don't have to get up and go and get like a card.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is like, and I was mentioning to to Pheonix, and I don't remember if it was just before we started recording, but I have nothing bad to say about Nintendo this month.
Yeah.
Hooray! Finally, for once.
That's what I said.
Jesus Christ.
They added
Today.
PayPal functionality to the Switch, Sonic Mania, and Mario and Rabbids are
Well,
both
the
good.
thing is,
like,
hi dog. Somebody posted a meme that's like, oh, great fan project, like so Sega's logo, like, oh, great fan project, love your work, come work for us. And then like, Nintendo logo, oh, great fan project, here's a cease and desist letter.
yeah.
Like, just the idea, the complete drastic, because so many Nintendo fan projects got shut down so fast.
And I don't mean to chew down on people who make Nintendo fan games at all. There are a lot of good ones out there. I think the difference between Sega and Nintendo at this point is that Sega has made 3 major failures in the last few years that I can think of off the top of my head, and that would be Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric,
Sonic Boom.
Sonic 06,
Yeah.
and
Can you really say that's
Maybe
within
comment.
recent years?
Yeah, 06
Because
was like
That's like
11 years ago.
That's 11 years ago. I wouldn't consider that being.
What are the comments?
they want more Mario Party 8 to see Isaac win again.
Yeah, not shut up about it? Sure.
And then the third major one I was going to say was the Sonic Storybook collections.
Also, yes, hello, Star. I am here.
But yeah, like between those, Sonic has been doing horribly.
Yeah.
Whereas,
Well, except for now. But.
I mean, that's not to say Nintendo hasn't had some faults. Like, Federation
Wait.
Force as a Metroid game was very
Yeah.
But, like, there haven't really been any notably bad Mario games lately, or anything along those lines.
Well, except for people are not happy with, like... People aren't happy with the concept of Odyssey.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it yet. Like, I haven't played it yet or seen anything about it, so I don't actually know if there's a problem.
I have a friend who's like, can't wait for Odyssey to come out.
I can't wait for freaking Sonic Forces.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
God.
she's a huge Donkey Kong fan, so the fact
Yeah.
that there's a big Donkey Kong themed world, she's already like, shut up and take my money. Because she's like, there has to be more Donkey Kong stuff.
Well, I like the... Have you seen the theory about why that world is what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really... If you guys have never seen it, look up, like, why that first world, like, the people are as taller than, like, Mario. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's really good. I keep, like, looking at your screen, like, I think that's where I have to talk at, but I keep forgetting it's right here.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep thinking that.
That's fine. But yeah,
It's
no.
not
For next games, I was thinking Sonic Mania, because it's Sonic Mania I could see being a short series. Like, again, nothing wrong with the game. I love it so far.
Yeah.
Star says that he heard that you cannot die in Odyssey.
In Mario?
Mario Odyssey.
Maybe. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I know review copies went out like yesterday of Metroid 2 Samus Returns, and a lot of people are kind of upset because it's like 2 weeks prior to its actual release.
Okay.
So it's essentially like, even though people are testing it, there's not going to be anything the testers can do because the game's already essentially going to come out.
Yeah.
So it's a moot point. That's what he means. Like, there's no point in testing it and having the
But
feedback.
it's not a test, it's a
No,
review.
I mean,
No, I know, but there's no point. There's not going to be enough time to change anything.
I mean more the case that like the people who are interested in the game,
You guys need, like, pillows.
like for example, say we signed all the Nintendo agreement stuff, so we were only allowed to show what they wanted to show, or whatever the case is. We could have a copy right now and be let's play or whatever the case is, despite the fact that like it's not coming out for 2 weeks. So where normal review copies go out like a few days before, with it being like weeks at this point, it's a massive like spoiler warning essentially for a lot of people, and it's going to be flooding around for that much longer. I don't know. It's one of those things. The internet is going to talk about stuff.
Yeah.
And if it's something you're interested in, most people would like some surprise. Some people don't, but
I don't know. I think for the most part, like, if you don't want to watch someone play it, don't watch someone play it.
I think there's a difference also between experiencing the game for yourself,
Yeah.
reading reviews online, and or watching someone else play it. I have no problems watching people play games I'll probably never play myself, because watching them enjoy it makes me happy too. But to me, watching you guys play, like, well, an example, Pokken Tournament.
Yeah.
Well, I want to. There's a difference between experiencing what you guys are going through and actually playing it myself.
Yeah.
So even if someone else is playing insert game here, I'm still going to want to play it myself, so it's not going to hinder me buying it.
Yeah, I agree with you, where it's like, and even with story-based stuff, where it's like, and then there's other games, like, that I love watching other people play, but I will never touch, like, I watched Markiplier play the entire Five Nights.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, I will never fucking touch this game a day in my life, but god damn if I don't like watching you play.
Yeah, I watched him play, Outlast, the first one. I did play Outlast a little bit, because a friend of mine got it, and we all had to, like, take turns, and it was ridiculous, because he had fucking surround sound, and we're, like, in his back room, and it's all super dark, and all of a sudden you hear, like, rah, and you're like, what the shit, from behind you.
Yeah.
I turn around, and there's, like, he has, like, stairs going down to, like, a cellar. I turn around, there's just stairs, just dark stairs down behind me, and I'm like, well, I'm not comfortable. I watched Markiplier play Alien Isolation, and we also played that. Fucking, it's a whole different situation than watching him play and react and actually having to be super quiet, because the alien's going to eat your face. I love it. I like the difference like that.
Sonic Mania is kind of a lot of the reason for that. Part of it was, again, I like Sonic 2. It's like the Sonic game I like, right? I had watched a few people playing Sonic Mania when it came out, and I was like, I could see the vibe. And when I learned that one of the bosses was just Mean Bean Machine, I was just like, sold! I'm done! I want this game! One of the bosses is just Puyo.
Yep.
And I'm just like that alone was enough to sell me, essentially.
Yeah.
Because it's the aesthetic of the last Sonic game I really liked, and it's got a boss of a game I really liked.
Essentially, we can narrow down what games are we going to play to. We will have to figure that out still.
Yeah.
To make, like, a long point shorter.
Because, well, it was pointed out a few times where it's like, most of what we were playing currently was my suggestion, so I feel like I'm not allowed to suggest anything for a while.
It doesn't matter who suggests the games, all that matters is people have fun.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, you are correct on that point, where I sort of have the monopoly of
that's fine.
What we've been playing as of late. And I mean, we need something to cover Okami for you and me.
Yeah, no, Isaac already mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, so if you have anything particular,
I have no idea what he
if not, I have more than enough games where I could be like, we could do this, or this, or this. Like, I just found a website that a friend of mine linked me to, where they take old games and they've, like, remastered them to work on modern computers. And there's one game on there that I love to pieces. Isaac and I ended up getting most of the way through, but the very, very, very end we couldn't complete because our computers were too good for the game, because it was made for, like, computers, like, 15 years ago.
There was another instance we barely got by.
We managed to fudge it, and just the way it managed to let us go through, but this other one we couldn't beat it on the copy that I had. So if they actually fixed that one, like, the way that it works, so it'll work on a modern computer appropriately, I want to do it so bad, because it was one of my favorite games from the 90s.
I would like to play, if you ever get the chance, I would like to replay the Spyro games.
Oh, I love
the original.
Yeah, the first trilogy.
Yeah, I also wouldn't mind doing, like, a whole entire, like, all of them.
Yeah.
Well, except for probably A Hero's Tale, because and
I have not found a Spyro game that I liked past, like, Year of the Dragon.
Have you played any others?
I played a couple, and I just kind of was like, eh.
Have you played any of the, like, Legend of Spyro?
No.
Well, there you go. There's, like, only been, like, 2 other Spyro games after the first 3 were legitimately terrible. Mm-hmm. And they're kind of fun, but then they brought in new gimmicks, but they were just like, eh. And then the Legend of Spyro, and people were just like, that is just...
Honestly, for myself, personally, I really hope if they continue to make Spyro games, they don't use the same aesthetic as Spyro from Skylanders.
They won't.
Okay.
It's a whole different... Oh God,
it's just,
I
hate that aesthetic.
I'm very, very, very tired of hearing that. I'm not going to lie. It's no offense to you.
No.
But at what point does it have to be the same thing?
Oh, I'm not saying it has to be the same
I know,
thing.
but like,
I really don't like the way they designed it.
Skylanders, Spyro Skylanders version is only for Skylanders. Why do you think they would even bring them out of Skylanders? That's stupid.
I don't know. I've never played Skylanders, so
fun.
I don't know how like Spyro actually like goes.
It's nothing like you think at all.
Yeah, I don't know how Spyro actually like how he is involved in Skylanders.
Essentially, the first game of Skylanders involved him.
Okay.
It was Spyro's adventure and him discovering Skylands and shit.
Yeah.
And going through and yada yada yada. Then after that, the game stopped being about him specifically as being like the main character, and it ended up being, well, he wasn't really the main character, but it was more or less like Skylanders, Spyro's adventure. And then after that,
why would you offer?
You can have one. You want an orange mint?
Sure.
How the fuck would you offer orange mint? No, they're mine, jerk.
I don't know. Like, to me, Spyro First Trilogy is one universe. Legend of Spyro is a whole other universe, an AU, if you will. Skylanders is a whole third universe, and they don't have to coincide whatsoever. They're not going to mix and match. It's just dumb.
Okay.
You can hate the aesthetic of Spyro. Ultimately, at the very beginning, I did too. But if the game, you don't have to. You can take Spyro's character and be like, you don't have to use him at all. You don't have to hear about him, nothing. So I don't know if people have a big problem with I don't know. I think they just think that's like a money grab. Essentially, like for Skylanders in general.
I don't have a problem with Skylanders.
I know. I just have the problem with the aesthetic, and I get that. I do. I hate it too.
Yeah, I just don't like his redesign, where it looks weird to me.
It's essentially chibi-ified.
But I don't know what it is, but it falls into somewhere in the uncanny valley for me, where it just looks fucking creepy and
that's
weird.
Fine. It's probably because he has a short muzzle with bigger eyes.
It's possible. I don't know exactly what.
No, and I mean, and they all kind of have that kind of same thing. It's
like a frog.
It's kind of, yeah. They call him, he's like a goblin or whatever. And personally, I never liked how he looked originally either. Like in the original Skylanders, I was like, ew, gross. But there's so many other, and I was the one of the person who was like, what the fuck have they done with my Spyro? What is this nonsense? I don't even like how he looks in the Legend of Spyro. To me, that's too much of a difference. I was like, why is his mouth all the way to the back of his neck? That's stupid. Why? It doesn't help that he's like emo and teen.
It's
like edgy. He's like, oh, I'm the purple dragon. Oh god, no, destiny. And you're like, Spyro, shut the fuck up. It doesn't help he's voiced by Elijah Wood, and Elijah Wood is like notorious for that kind of thing.
Saying, Spyro, where's your attitude? Come on.
It's like,
Spyro, I need more 90s and less edge.
Yeah, essentially. However, story-wise, The Legend of Spyro, I've been told, is really, really good for really good story. And I know the story, and it sounds amazing. Either way. It's, I don't think they're making another Spyro Skylanders game anyways. I think they're taking a year off.
What I would like to see, actually, I wouldn't mind, is if they went the route of the Crash Bandicoot and redid Spyro, the first 3 games, as like a collection pack.
I think what they were working on, I think they're going to. But I think what they were waiting for was they bring out the Crash, and if Crash does good, and Spyro will do even better.
I agree. That's
what I think they're waiting for.
It's a wise business decision and a likely thing, because it's not the first time it would have happened in the business that is gaming. The problem is Spyro is currently owned by Universal.
Well, that depends on which Spyro.
The rights for Spyro as a character are currently owned by Universal. So he can't, Universal has to agree to release his game, essentially. Otherwise, they're not allowed to do it.
I know, I'm just saying, I would enjoy it.
Star wants us to do a Smash Brothers. I would. I love that game. I'm terrible at it, and I would totally. But I've offered, I've tried, but Isaac seems to be like, I'm too good at it, you guys would all be terrible. There's no fun in it. Multiple times he's mentioned that, so blame him.
No, that's why we stopped the Smash Brothers series we had going on. Because
people are either really bad winners or really bad losers.
We had a little bit of both.
Yeah, and I'm perfectly fine. I know I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna have. I can still have fun when I win.
I'm completely with you. And that's the thing. I lost all the time. I was kind of like,
I still had
for the most part. And it's like one of those things where it's just like I don't get it. At least I hope I don't. If someone tell me so I can stop that shit.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I'm a bad loser, and I don't feel like I'm a bad winner. I'm just like, hey, I won one, yahoo!
I'm not a bad loser unless I lose like 5 to 10 times in a row.
Yeah.
Constantly. That bothers me because it's like I don't even get a chance. It drives me up the wall. And I don't get really like, I'm not that so much of a bad winner or like loser to the point where I'm just like, I'm bad. I'm more or less just a, I just get really annoyed with it.
Yeah.
When it comes to winning, when I win, I'm not the kind of person that talks about it for like hours afterwards. I'm just like, yeah, fuck, I won! Woo! Fuck you guys! Ha ha ha! Okay, next round. And then that's it.
I get like that if it's like crazy.
I don't know. I didn't like how you felt like you had to flip us off at the end of last Mario Party.
I'm still pretty sure.
You still don't remember doing it, but you did.
Wait, the one that we played?
Yeah, the one we played, when Isaac won, he was like, yeah! And then he went like this to both of us.
He did.
You did.
He was in a wind stupor. Leave him alone.
I know, but still, it's like, I feel like, first of all, no one else can see that. It's just us. It's kind of unnecessary. And also, ouch.
Again, I still read it off. I blew the MC for the bonus stars.
See, I'm okay with people who are really bad winners.
Yeah.
Because and really bad losers. I can handle both. Because I have a little brother. I had a little brother. Tragic. No, I have a little brother. And when we were way younger, we used to play Duke Nukem on the N64.
Oh, fuck.
It was awful, but it's so much fun. And I ended up being in a sniper tower.
Yeah.
Because there's 4 on the map, right? And he couldn't find me. There's 4 of them. He went to every other one, but he went to mine and he could not find me. And every time he came into my shot, I was like, dooba, dead. And I just sat there and I sniped him constantly. He got so mad that he ended up, like, he tried to kick the shit out of me. He was like 10, so he didn't do anything. I'm sitting there, I'm cross-legged, and I fucking own him at Duke Nukem. He gets up, he fucking knees me in the spine 3 times, and then runs off crying. And I'm like, dude, deal with it. Like, you lost.
Yeah.
I think at that point, though, that was me kind of being a dick, where I was like, oh, dead again.
Yeah.
Because I can be an asshole with shit.
Oh, no, you want to know what game's even fucking worse for that? In Perfect Dark for the N64, there's a gun that has X-ray vision and shoots through walls and is a one-hit kill.
Need for Speed. I am not going to play a racing game. I mean, Mario Kart's fun, but I'm not big on racing games other than that.
Yeah, and like for myself, like I'm just not used to the whole like competitive thing because I didn't have I don't have any siblings.
You know.
So it was just.
It could change.
Yeah.
Highly unlikely, but.
Yeah, considering my parents are like in their 50s.
Well, no. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. They could adopt, they could. I don't know, lots of other things.
Anyway, it doesn't help me the fact that I didn't grow up with siblings, even if I did get one now.
You know, there's a lot of. I believe that people who are only children have certain issues socially.
Okay, thanks.
Only for the fact of. Cain was essentially an only child. He had an older half-brother that wasn't really around because of, like, drama. But he essentially grew up an only child, and he does not understand how to human. He just doesn't know how to human. And he's like, I don't understand human anything. And I'm like, it's because you've been around technology your whole life with no interaction to tell you not to. Yeah. And I talked to his mom about it. She's like, oh, I told him to go to bed. I'm like, yeah, so an hour later when you go upstairs, he's still on the computer. What do you do about it? Nothing. Oh, there you go.
Go to bed again?
Yeah. Oh, I ground him, but he's on his laptop. Take the fucking laptop away.
You know, I had 2 brothers, so
It's very the dynamic between people with siblings and people without siblings is a very, very, very different thing, and it could go in a wide spectrum of like how people associate with other people.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and there's plenty of people who are only children who are like super okay with social stuff, and you're one of them.
I wouldn't say I'm super okay with it.
But when it comes to competition, I find that people who are an only child don't really react to it the same way that people who have siblings are.
Yeah, I know.
Because you've never had to have that before.
Exactly. No, that's exactly it. So, like, whenever I play games or whatever, I don't have I was in swimming, I was in T-ball, I don't have a damn competitive bone in my body.
You also had money, apparently.
I was in power skiing.
Power skiing. No,
you guys,
fencing and horse riding.
You can do. Fuck you guys. You and your extracurricular activities.
I was referencing an episode of BrantFurred from our early
Oh, okay,
days.
good. Because, like, I wanted to be in a thing, and then when it was supposed to be my summer to be in a thing, Mom was like, we don't have the money, I'm sorry. I was like,
Oh, no.
oh,
Did
but
she
my
even-
brother got to
did-
go to
did-
soccer for a year.
Did she have that lisp too? I'm sorry.
No, that's just me mocking her. If she watched it, she'd
My
get so mad.
my parents were actually really good. If I wanted to try something, they were like,
yeah, because
okay,
they only
let's-
had one kid that
let's
had
let
to
you
do it.
try. So I had. Let's see all the failed things I did: horseback
Why'd
riding,
you stop?
fencing, swimming.
Fencing, like, money. Jesus, fuck you.
I have my foil somewhere at my parents' house. My sword.
Fuck you and your money.
All these things that I tried and then I didn't like and then gave up.
That's alright. At least you got the chance to try them.
Yeah, no, it's all great. I had acting camp, all sorts of shit.
Pheonix's expression is just done with world right now.
Sorry, I'm
No,
not.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm not trying to rub anything
No,
in.
I'm legitimately
Please.
kidding. I don't hold anything against anybody. It's how I grew up is whatever, and this one is what it is.
Just to address the chat, I would love to I wouldn't mind playing like a car racing game. Or like something like the Burnout series had a crash mode and shit. I wouldn't mind playing it either on my own or with others. The problem with it is most of the good titles of that type are from the PS2, which we have an issue filming from.
I
Because it
think we
interlaces.
should find a Twisted Metal that works and play that.
I don't like Twisted Metal. That
Why?
can be a U2 thing.
I had Twisted
love
Metal
it.
2 for my PlayStation 1, and you can buy it on the PlayStation 3 store.
Yeah,
I found that out when I was like looking at
Oh, you can
PS1
probably
games.
also buy. I hear you can buy the Legend of Spyro series on PlayStation 3 as well. So if you ever actually wanted to think about that, I think that's an option.
Yeah.
We should play Twisted Metal.
I don't like Twisted Metal.
Why?
Because I'm a pussy.
Oh,
Right.
does needles scare you?
No,
The
it's just one of those things that I, as a kid, didn't mind the game. Like, it was, oh, yay, rockets and all that. But I ended up getting it. It came with my PSP. I got an Assassin's Creed set, which also came because they were just trying to unload copies of them of Twisted Metal, which
I love that
was
game.
basically a PSP remake of the original. And
I know a game we can play once you're done.
Daxter. And
I loved that game.
Daxter?
Yeah.
I didn't mind Daxter. I did complete it.
I could not beat the fucking final boss.
I completed it, and then I just...
Fuck you.
I tried to... I was done. It was the first time I was ever like, I think I'm gonna give... trade in a game to see if I can get any trade value. $1 was not worth trying to trade it in. I should have just kept it. Like...
Oh, it's okay. I got screwed over out of tons of my games, like Cash Converters, the fucking in-town shit we used to have. It's gone now. Good. But they screwed me out of money. That's whatever. That's a whole... I'm so saddened I lost a bunch of those games. But we should play, oh my god, I can't remember what it's called. Clay Fighters, I think?
Oh.
It was like Lockjaw, but he ends up, like, there's like a story where he died, and so it's like in memory of Lockjaw, and he's like this big dog with a big fucking bear trap mouth, and he has like a snowman, and...
I think we played this once for her N64.
Yeah!
Yeah, we tried that once.
I love that game. There's also another game I've played, and I can't remember if it's for the... I think it's for the PlayStation 1. And it's... Fuck, I can't remember, but you're this little, like, chip. It's the little computer chip, like, bug.
Mm-hmm.
And you crash land into this place where there's, like, a bunch of robotic animals, but they're, like, weirdly not robotic. They're, like, half... I don't know, it's weird. It's like they are, but they don't know they are. And you have to find a way to like, rebuild your ship and get home. And you... crash land, and then essentially what you do is you run over and you jump and you like assimilate yourself into their brain, and you are that thing now. You can do whatever they do, and it's so much fun because like you can be a fox at one point, and the fox has like a attack. He's like little tires, so it's just like you take like a fox pelt and put it on like a fucking like Lego car and just like it's so much fun. I wish I could remember what that's called though.
And we didn't even hear why Isaac doesn't like Twisted Metal.
He's a pussy. That's all that needs to be said.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a story behind
I mean,
this.
it probably is, but what needs to be more said than that?
Yeah, no, I just didn't...
He doesn't like it. It's
Yeah.
alright, man.
Yeah.
Nothing. Same as I had a friend who always wanted me to play Mortal Kombat whenever I went over to his place.
I
and
love that
wanted-
game!
And I wanted to play, like, fucking Super Mario World.
We should play Mortal Kombat. Let me fucking finish him and, like, obliterate all of you. Or we could play Killer Instinct.
I have an old...
There was
like Primal Rage. We could do that too. Maybe be dinosaurs.
There was a game, a fighting game series that I remember. They had like a demo at Walmart or whatever. I cannot remember for the life of me what it was. But all the fighters like turned into like these animals. So like you'd be fighting as a person. All of a sudden you get like a bar, and it's like all of a sudden you're the lady turned into like a giant white rabbit.
Never heard
like
of that,
pummeling on people. I know. I cannot remember what it was called for the life of me, and I'm like, oh fuck, what was that game? Because I remember I used to play the fucking demo like all the goddamn time while it was there, and then they took like it cycled out or whatever. And I'm like, oh.
Hey, I'm now like Mortal Kombat or enter X fighting game. Like that's mine. Because we need to like punch each other out sometimes. You can't do it in person, so we should do it.
Well, we could try to do it in person, it just might not go well.
Pretty sure I'd win. Probably because I'm a little bit more violent than both of you.
I think I'd just end up crying.
I mean, or you'd be knocked out and not even know.
Yeah, if you're knocked out for any period of time, like that's bad. That's bad news.
All right. So, did anything like actually relevant happen this month? I know I took my vacation.
Oh yeah, by the way, Kip's not making it.
Yeah, I saw.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know what.
He just messaged. He's not even on the highway yet, so he's not gonna be able to make it here anytime. I was like, "Do you want us like to stall?" And he's like, "No, just don't worry about it."
But no, like, I think the thing with this month is that,
which makes me even happier that I got the ride home. So
yeah, I have a thing, but I don't. I want to yell about it, not yell, but I want to get mad, but don't, because I don't want to be that person. Do
what's the thing? Like this month has not been very.
It's a lull. It's been a lull month
for you guys.
Okay.
You don't know what's
yes, for us. Sorry.
Yeah.
What happened in your?
Oh, honestly, nothing. I just like don't assume shit. Don't be like that.
Well, I think me and Pheonix talked about it, is that it was more interpersonal stuff with us than it was overall,
and like, not for us as a group. So you guys don't worry, we're not like splitting up or anything. Just in the real life circle of people is the thing. So you guys don't have to worry about us breaking up or anything. We were still good and strong.
I'll never break up with you, Pheonix.
Forever.
Listen to you.
You're my podcast wife.
Podcast waifu.
Waifu. As if you can be my waifu too.
Why do I have to be anybody's waifu?
Because I say
Actually,
so.
No, so I want to specifically be the waifu just so that like it could be in the anime that is us. Oh, I want it to be like the sitcom opening to a show, and it's like Riffti as the dad,
with like a tie and everything.
Pheonix as the mom, and Isaac as the other woman that adds as the complication, the one that the husband left the wife for.
I feel like
so it's just me constantly in like trollop outfits.
But I feel like it would be more like Pheonix is the dad.
Pheonix can be the dad.
Riffti is the mom. Isaac's the French maid for some random reason. Who's always in assless maid outfits. Just he's when you look at him from the front, he's fine.
All of the jokes are bending over and the skirt doesn't comply and you just get full ass.
Yeah, it's French, so we're allowed to show that. French Canadian is even better. I guess the only thing is I have a situation in my own personal life at the moment, and I'm mad about it, but I don't know what I can really do about it because people have to live their lives. And essentially, I'm waiting on a thing. Thing is taking longer than it should.
Longer than was promised.
Even more so now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not okay with that. I can't go into any more detail because I don't want to be an asshole, but essentially it comes down to like how long is one willing to wait for something that is owed to them.
When it comes to our tabletop games, apparently about 8 months, and then we just decide we're done with it.
That's the only thing that's got me all.
Yeah, I mean, mine's just been dealing with a dozen different things between tabletop games because I like playing them.
Yeah,
and we've been in fucking limbo for 8 months.
Have I told the people, the crew, I guess, whatever, that I'm going to be an ant?
Not that I remember.
Not that I know.
Well, I'm going to be an ant. That's a thing.
I don't think I was told this.
Yeah, I told you meant to before. But my little brother, rest his soul, all 21 years of him, is now going to be a dad.
Hooray!
Drama.
Yay.
21.
But yeah, for some reason I keep thinking he's 18, but he's 3 years younger than I am.
Oh my god, when I was on my vacation, I went going to see my family. I walked in, saw my brothers, they're like tall, they're getting beards and shit, and I'm like, what? Aren't you kids?
Yeah, like,
you're kids.
My brother, there was a lot of shit that went down with my brother. He's not technically my brother, he's my stepbrother.
Yeah.
But he came from, like, a shit place.
Yeah.
And when my stepdad was off to Kingston, and that's all I'm going to say about that, he kind of got, like, worse. So my mom had no other option but to, like, you can't be here anymore. You have to go live with your biological family in Hamilton. And he was there for years. He left at, like, 10.
Yeah.
He came back at 18 once. And he was, like, taller than me, and his voice was super deep, and I'm like, what happened? What is this? This is not what I know. What? No, shrink, go down. Because I'm taller than my older sister.
Yeah.
And I'm short as fuck. She's 3 years older than I am, and he, like, towers over both of us. I'm like, no. So then he goes off back to Hamilton again. I only seen him a couple times. He comes back. I'm like, how old are you again? He's like, oh, I'm 21. I'm like, stop. I can't deal anymore.
Yeah, my brothers are 20 and 21 now, respectively. And it's just like, and the thing is, we have different dads. My father is
So you guys are all half brothers.
No, they're actual.
Yeah, they share both parents.
Yeah.
Okay, so my statement will still stand because you all
But
are half brothers, is what I said.
But their dad, who he's the person I refer to as dad, is 6'6". So they're like giants now. So like my head goes up to like their chest, and I'm like, everyone's so tall around here. I'm used to being in BrantFurred, where I'm at least kind of not
On
short.
par, yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah. Then you throw
not
me
short.
in the mix, and I'm taller than you too, and it's all like.
And then I go to see my.
You're pretty tall.
But I go to see my family, and everyone is really even fucking like my youngest no shared parents brother. He like comes up to my shoulders, and he's fucking like 8.
Damn, they have like beanstalk dudes down there.
I'm like, I'm so short, and I don't realize it until I'm around.
Oh my god, no!
Stunted.
Did I tell? I need to tell Pheonix what the second time I met Isaac, because we met each other at a FurCon, and then we didn't see each other for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then my friend, who I think was trying to get us together, invited both of us to her birthday party. And Isaac, like, appeared in the lobby of the thing.
Like a shadow.
Yeah, he appeared in the lobby of the thing, and I went to go down to meet him. And the only thing that was running through my mind is, damn, he's taller than I remember. Because, like, we were, like, eye to eye.
Yeah.
So we came back upstairs, and then he takes off these, like, 3-inch thick platform boots.
Oh my god.
And he, like, shrinks down 3 or 4 inches, and I'm like, oh, that's better.
I want to know. I wish I knew you in that time of your life.
I only just threw out those boots when we did the cleanup last week.
That saddens me.
Yeah. Well, they didn't. They
were like this thick.
They were like knee high.
Why?
Leather like straps all the way down.
They were kinky boots.
Zip up the back. Fuck me boots.
Were you at least wearing pants with them?
Generally, most of the time.
I don't want to know you at the time of your life. Never mind. Abort.
But yeah, so he like shrunk down 4 inches instantly, and I'm like, oh, that's okay. That's more like
That's
it.
the one I remember.
Exactly, because like I just like I swore I was taller
That
than
reminds
him.
me. For some reason, just hilariously enough, that reminds me of a time that I was talking to my dad about fashion and stuff, and I wanted to buy a pair of like goggles.
Yeah.
Right, like the typical like anime main character goggles, because I was like, I like goggles, they're kind of cool. And he fucking like lost his mind. I don't know why. He's like, oh, it's stupid to wear goggles without having a purpose. I'm like, why? Like, shut up. So
shut up, Dad.
yeah. So then my grandma was like, don't let him get under your skin. He was one of the first ones to wear the leopard print tights and have like the bandana wrapped around the fucking in like the 80s. He was the first one to wear that. I'm like, what do you mean? Like he wore the he wore the tights all the time, and I'm like, ew, and I just was so creeped out. But then I was like, well then why the fuck is he yelling at me?
Yeah,
like
it's because parents are weird.
The worst part about everything is my dad was always just like, portrayed as this, like, really cool, like, jock kind of guy. I come to find out years later, he's a fucking nerd. He's the biggest nerd I know. He's like, oh yeah, I play Skylanders all the time because his girlfriend's kids play it. And he's like, they leave it on, and I'm just like, doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. I like to kill. I'm like, what, Dad? What? What about D&D? He's like, oh yeah, I've always wanted to play that. I'm like, fuck, I'm done.
Yeah, my dad used to play. My entire family fucking plays tabletop games.
Yeah, well, at least you had an entire family that was nerdy.
But no, my dad used to own this pair of, like, they were like pink tie-dye pants. Like, I want to say they were like parachute pants.
Oh my god.
But he fucking loved these pants.
That's
and just
great.
One day, my mother just...
Nope.
They just disappeared. Because they were... Like, thinking back on them, they were the ugliest pair of pants I think I'd ever seen.
That's okay. Kane's dad... He used to be a very active guy.
Yeah.
He got a lot of injuries when he was younger. He decapitated himself without cutting his head off. He severed his, like, but his head was still, like, attached. I'm like, how did you... What? He's like, yeah, I didn't even know until I got to the hospital because my neck hurt. I'm like, what do you mean? How are you not dead? So, he used to cut his shirts midsection. I don't know why. Something to do with, like, he used to be a roofer and it got, like, really hot or something. And I'm like, okay. So he came downstairs and was wearing one. He's now in his 50s.
I've met Kane's dad.
And, yeah, right. So you know what I mean.
I know exactly what
like,
you mean.
I'm like, what are you doing? What the fuck? What? And it's, like, yellow and mesh. And I'm like... So I'm like... I walk in, he walks in, he goes out to have a smoke, and I'm like, Jamie, Kane, what the fuck? What is that? What? He's like, oh no, that's my dad wears that stuff all the time. I'm like, why is it mesh?
See, after this comes, I want to see somebody's parent who has a yellow cut-off mesh top, the hideous tie-dye pink parachute pants, and the knee-high leather fuck-me boots. Just walk into a room.
I'm just trying to think of what my dad used to wear. My dad used to have, like, fucking...
Didn't he have, like, a Michael Jackson red leather jacket?
It gets funnier. Because he tried one day, he's like, hey, I don't want any of these shirts. Do you want them? And I didn't know what they were at the time, and I'm like, where's the rest of it? He's like, oh yeah, none of my shirts have any bottoms. I'm like, and they're like, I'm like, no, why? What is this nonsense here? Take it back. What the fuck? He still wears them. It's fucking hilarious.
If we're gonna make the horror movie for the arcade graveyard, we have to make the movie Dad Fashion, and it's like a guy who's stuck wearing all of the shitty dad outfits.
So, I think Dad's big thing was Windbreaker.
All at the same.
Windbreaker's not that bad though.
Yeah, no, my dad had there was something that made him look really, really gay. Like, I can't remember what it was, but my mom was like, I don't know how I ever found him attractive while he was wearing this because he looked so gay. I cannot for the life of me remember what it was.
That's why it's the best to have young parents, because when my parents were born, they were both born in the 70s, so they grew up in the 80s.
As I said, my parents are currently like 43.
Yeah, my mom only just turned like 43 or 44 just this last June.
Yeah. So
I think my dad's only 3 years older than she is, so they're still relatively young, whereas like Kane's parents are like getting to their 60s, and I'm like, what the my grandpa's in his 60s, what are you talking
Same with
about?
Riffti's parents, and I'm like,
why are your parents so old? But I forget that they actually had it like proper.
Yeah. They planned for things.
No. They got married after he was born. But they were still like in their 30s when that happened.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh. And I'm just used to like young parents. Whenever people are like, oh yeah, my mom was in her 30s. Like when I was young, she was in her 20s.
Yeah.
Because she had me at 20. So, and people are like, oh yeah, my mom turned like 40. I'm like, what? What the fuck is that? What do you mean your mom's 40?
What is 40?
What is this
no,
nonsense?
I'll tell you. What was it? I guess it must have been when my dad was turning 49. His family, like he's like, oh, come to the farm and we're gonna have a big birthday thing. Okay. So he goes there and he's like, whatever. And they have this huge cake and the whole celebration, happy 50th birthday. And he's like, I'm 49.
I don't think I've ever had that problem. My problem is I can't remember my own age. Is that an issue?
That's Isaac.
I'm like, how?
All the time. I have to remind him how old he is.
I can never remember that I'm 24.
It's on my phone lock screen. Remember, you're 26, and I'm like, oh yeah.
That one.
That's the number?
Alright, it is 5 minutes to 10.
Yeah.
We should get gaming if we're gaming.
Oh, Snake Oil doesn't take that long to play.
No, well, it can. I played it before.
Alright, I was gonna say,
Did we explain that we're playing Snake Oil at the beginning of the thing?
No, we did not.
Ah.
I didn't know.
I thought I was opening it. Anyway.
Yeah, you did, actually.
No, actually, I was gonna say, I have learned a lot about my own, like, the earliest years of my history, like, between my mother and my father.
Yeah.
It's been a very interesting, like, road. There's so many questions that I didn't realize I had until, like, they just popped into my head, and I was like, wait a minute. There's now somebody I can ask who's gonna give me a straight answer.
Answers!
Because my mother lies through her teeth about basically anything.
Yeah.
And will give you whatever answer she feels will benefit
time.
her best. Yeah. But my father has no such care. He understands that he hasn't been there, and if I have a question, he'll answer it truthfully.
I wish my dad was like that. My dad, he chose to not be there, and then he has, like, a hard time, like, realizing that, yeah, I'm an adult now.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know how to deal with adult daughter. I know how to deal with 5, and then 10, and then nothing.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend has kids, and they're like 8 and 6, and they're starting to call him dad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll fucking kill you. Like, I'll kick your ass, kid. Like, I don't care. Stop it. And I shouldn't get that jealous.
Yeah.
But I totally am. It's not like he's 6. He doesn't know any better.
Yeah, yeah.
But fuck you.
Yeah, with my father, it was the opposite, is that my mom basically threw him out and then threatened that his parents would not get to see me at all if he came back at all.
I see what you're saying, yeah. So then he was like, well, fuck, they want to have a relationship, so I can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things, and it's also one of those things when it was first said to me.
Yeah.
I said, like, maybe 10 years prior to because he first approached me when I was 24, because at that point I'm an adult. What's my mother gonna do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
well, I mean, he could have even came to you at 18.
Yeah, well, nobody knew
where
where the fuck
I know.
I didn't know where the fuck I was at 18.
Just he could have.
But he came to me and basically told me that, and I was like, yeah, like 10 years ago, maybe I wouldn't have believed you, but knowing the person my mother is now, it doesn't even faze me. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
It was the same kind of thing where when I moved to my grandma's house, and my mom was really unhealthy at that time when I moved out. That's why I moved out. So, like, my grandma was never the kind of person to sugarcoat anything. Yeah. She's like, if you have an answer or a question, I'm just like, there you go. Like, that's what it is. And it was very, very, because my mom and dad hated each other for the longest time, and it was like, oh, your dad's such an asshole. Oh, your mom is a this. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. And my grandma was like, okay, both idiots. This is what actually happened. And then I just learned so many new things about both of them. Yeah. And I thought, goddamn, like, totally shifted.
You want another one?
Yes.
Tiny little 8-bit Link swords that I got on a whim when I went.
That's cute. Look at it. It looks like a needle.
I got them on a whim when I went I pre-ordered Pokken Tournament DX today. So I get to go pick that up from Microplay.
Hooray.
On the 22nd or 21st. Whichever day it comes out.
You're forgetting Destiny's coming out on Tuesday.
Yeah. Alright, you guys want to play Snake Oil?
No, we can do whatever, man. I have nothing really else to talk about.
I had a perfectly fine childhood, and both my parents are still together.
Yeah, because people love you. Yeah,
but that's a boring story.
I know! Yeah. So it's just like...
That's so nice.
I feel so out of place.
Yeah, you should with all of your love and affection and goddamn, like...
I was terrible. My stepmom beat me against the wall and smashed my arms indoors. I got to go fencing.
Yeah, right?
Fuck you.
Never had a dad. Mom was a messed up mental case. I had family dinners every night.
We actually did.
I know. I figured that was going to be true. That's why I said it.
We ate at the table every night.
Fuck you and your love.
We had family pool parties.
Yeah, I'm kidding, of course. I mean,
for sure. But it's
people. I have a friend of mine, and he complains about everything. Yeah. To the point where he's had the same kind of structure you've had your entire life with him. He's had, like, siblings and everything now. That's the only difference between you two. And he complains about everything. So he's like, oh, my dad, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, at least you had a dad. And he looks at me and I'm like, fuck off with that. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, yeah, you should be.
Yeah. I think that's the thing, though. I
mean, it's funny, though. I laugh about it.
Yeah. I think that's one thing. For a lot of people, I think it's almost a pissing contest. And it was always kind of explained to me, for as bad as things are for me, there is somebody out there who is currently experiencing worse.
Yep.
Like, and that's... Unless you're a corpse, that is always going to be the case.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't acknowledge how bad your situation is.
Yeah.
Like, I was reading a thing the other day about, like, how if you say that this is what I'm going through and this is bad for me at the moment, someone's saying, well, there's always someone who has it worse, is kind of nullifying your feelings about said thing, and they're making it kind of not as important.
Yeah.
And that's not healthy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yes, there's some people, there's probably millions of people out there who are having a worse time or who had a worse time than me and you growing up. Which is fine. Well, it's not fine, but I mean, that's a reality we'll have to admit. However,
if you did have a better childhood, good for you. Relish the good things.
True. Make sure you tell your parents you love them because they were there for you and you had a good life, and it's because of them. And they were good people. Like, good for them. And people learn. My mom's learned. She apologized for everything that ever happened, and she's super healthy now, and I'm really proud of her for it. But it was a rocky road.
Yeah.
And my issue is I don't let what happened in my childhood ever define me. I'm not a victim of it. Mm-hmm. It happened. Life happens. Like, rise above what your circumstances was. This is for everybody. And be a better person because of what happened. Don't fall into the same cracks your parents fell into or your parents are trying to drag you into or whatever. Be better to spite them. Prove them wrong.
I was going to say, I visited my grandparents and they were telling stories about my parents biologically and the shit they did, and all I could do was think back to my first relationship because I was doing half the same shit.
Oh, apples doesn't fall far from the tree.
And I'm like, no.
It's funny. It's the statement that like girls will find guys like their dad.
Yeah. And
guys will find girls like their mom. I keep thinking, how am I supposed to do that when I don't have a dad? So now I look at Kane and I'm like, hey. It's like, what? I'm like, you're not like my dad. You're still here. Like, what?
Oh.
like, good job.
Super. All right. So do we want to start BrantFurred snake oil, or is there more we want to talk about?
No, I'm done. The only thing I'd talk about was the waiting game I have to deal with, and that's about it.
Seething rage.
It's past that point at this point now.
It's one of those things I'm not looking for. Like I'm looking forward to Sunday for the talks we have to have.
I am.
But I'm not at the same time because it's one of those things where, yeah, I'd like to get some sort of resolution. But on the flip side, I stopped and realized what I actually want from the encounter, and it's not what everyone would want, I don't think. So it's going to be about figuring out what makes everybody happy, which, compromise with everything is about.
Did you say that Kip was not even on the highway here?
He's not going to be able to make it.
No, I know. Like, he's not even on the highway, but coming home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He was like still in Toronto.
It shouldn't take him that long. It's not that like there would be no one on the highway right now.
He just said do it without him. So.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're gonna.
That's what I said.
We had 15 minutes before you even arrived, Riffti.
Yes, I do want mine.
I want strawberry quick.
What the fuck is that?
You know, like Nesquik syrup, but with strawberry.
Yeah.
Mom has one. She's like, do you want one? So.
Strawberry quick.
She works at the factory where we make it, where they make it.
Ah.
So she gets like the screwed up bottles.
I knew a friend of mine in high school, and his mom worked at fucking Cadbury. But what she did was she was the person that went in and changed all of the candy from confection, I guess, from the stuff that was expired, which was like a day late, to all of the new stuff, and she got to keep everything. So he would just like fucking open his bag and just throw candy at us and the chocolate bars. He's like, here, have a bajillion things. And we're all like, yes, please, more. And it was great.
I loved your like bukkake motions.
Yes, essentially. It was just like,
or maybe I should call it bukandi.
Bukandi.
when I was little and we went to when I was little we went to Germany for the first time.
Fuck you and your travels.
No, I have family there.
So?
Anyway, so I imagine grade 1 Riffti, who's like 5 years old.
I'm imagining this just like Chibi.
Yeah. So grade 1 Riffti, and my uncle...
Probably would have been 6, but whatever.
Yeah. whatever. But anyway, my uncle, he worked at a candy factory, and he comes to me, he's like, little Riffti.
Insert German accent here.
Little Riffti. You used to be Little Riffti, now you're regular Riffti?
Yeah.
No, that's Riffti.
But yeah, little Riffti, here I have a jar of chocolate and candy. And it is a magical jar of chocolate and candy. Because no matter how much you eat from the jar, when you go to bed, and the next morning, it'd be full back up to the top.
That's just asking for diabetes.
So he puts the jar on my nightstand, and I'm literally able to just, like, as much as I take from this jar, it's magically, but, like, refilled, because he had all these stores of extra candy because he worked at the fucking candies factory. So what does little Riffti do? Little Riffti, Little Riffti goes out to, like, because he was in an apartment complex, and there's a bunch of other little kids, kids there. So little Riffti's like, I have a magical jar of candy that replenishes itself. Have candy!
Have candy will travel.
So I shared it with all the little kids in the place because I had a magical jar of candy.
Wow, you're probably like a fucking god to them now.
I know. And then
they tell stories of you in the fucking small villages.
And then of course
there's like murals, and it's like she comes with the jar of candy, and
doves
doves fly from behind her, and she's
like a magic cape of like fucking confectionery.
And then of
Let
course
them eat candy.
when we came back to Canada, I brought the jar with me, and all the magic wore off.
Because it was only German magic.
Yeah, it was only German magic.
I don't know.
It was all about
really want German magic.
It was all about that Krampus.
Krampus is the best. I love that movie. That movie's the best. Sadly, though, when they had like the previews for Krampus, I was like, holy shit, a Krampus movie! And everybody I know was like, what is Krampus? And I'm like, you uncultured swine. So
Uncultured swine. What are you looking at, you hockey puck?
I had to teach everybody what Krampus was, and I was talking to my friend's mom, and she was like, what's Krampus? And I'm like, well, it's this. And she's like, ew, why would people make a movie of that? I'm like, because it's awesome. She's like, of course you think it is. I'm like, yeah, because Germans are fucked up. Like, duh.
Yeah, the original Grimm fairy tales and all that other shit.
No, Krampus has not anything to do with that.
Oh no, I know. I'm not saying Krampus does.
Krampus is
I'm just saying Germans are fucked up.
True.
Like,
I was reading some of the German stories.
Honest to goodness, German people are fucked.
There was one where this family, these kids there's like 3 different versions of it, and these kids were watching their dad. I think he was he was butchering a cow, I think. And what they did was they decided to play butcher on their own. And the one picks up a fucking hatchet and like murders the one. Mm-hmm. And then murders himself because he's butchering himself. And the mom sees it and goes, holy shit! And then murders the baby. And then herself. The dad's like, what the fuck happened? I was gone for 10 minutes. And his whole family is just obliterated. The other one is where they're like, oh, dad's butchering a cow. Let's go play butcher. And they kill people in town. And people are like, whoa, what the fucking, what? They'll hang them. So they're dead. Mm-hmm. They get hung, and then it's just like, don't fucking butcher people, I guess. And then the third one is this kid is watching his dad like butcher stuff, and he murders people the same way. And they're like, okay, well, here's a test. Do you want a coin or an apple? And the test is supposed to see if he's innocent or not. If he takes the coin, he's an adult. If he's like 8. If he takes the apple, he's a kid. No, they're not going to know the value of money, so they're not going to care about it. The apple has some value to them because they know they can eat apples. So he's like, I'll take the apple. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. And he just like keeps murdering people because he's just playing the game, and they have no way to like, how do we stop this kid? Like, what do we do? And then he just that's it. He just like goes off in the world and he just murders people.
The correct answer is psychiatric care.
This was like before plumbing was a thing. It's like the first one I read is the one where the whole family gets murdered. I'm like, what the fuck? That would make a great movie.
The one that always just the weirdest thing to me is the thumbsucker kid and the guy with the giant scissors.
Like, he just cuts off your thumbs.
Yeah, and it's just like, why?
Because that's why.
And like, who thought up the guy with the giant scissors? Why does he have
German
giant
people.
Scissors?
Yeah.
Like, these are the people that, when I was there last, I think I was playing bingo, and I won, and you know what my prize was?
I have so million jokes, but go ahead.
It was a pig's leg.
That's cool.
With the little foot still attached.
That's adorable. Have you seen pig toes?
Yeah, so I had a pig's leg.
That reminds me of, like, I was in biology, and we had to dissect piglets. And I was not prepared.
I was.
To dissect a piglet. I was prepared, I thought. until I heard we had to like break the jaw for some reason. And I was like, okay, I was expecting to like, and then like be digging in its entrails. That was fine by me. But we had to snap its jaw first. And I was like, why? Okay, well, I'm not doing that. So then a friend of mine is just like, and the sound it made was like, I'm not cutting it anymore. It's your job. Go ahead. I'm done. No.
I had to take the lead on our fetal pig dissection because the guy I was with was like,
I had a friend who refused, and she like failed the class because she refused. She's like, I'm not cutting open a pig. And I'm like, it's just a fucking pig. Like, it's fine. You eat them.
When my mom was younger, they used to do cats.
And people have told me they've done sharks. Last year, before we did it, they did sharks. Little baby sharks. They did rats the year before that, and frogs was a typical thing. But I think they changed it every time. It was fun, though. It was fun. I had to be the one that had to, like, pour the, like, formaldehyde back on the, like, carcasses when you put them all back in the, like, fucking trough they were in. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Oh, I got, like, pig juice on my... What the fuck? I had to, like, leave the class with, like, splattered pig juices all over my shoes. And I'm like, this is stupid. I'm just smell like fucking swine all day. Shit. It was fun, though. I would have liked to have dissected more than just one thing, but...
I was living with my mother at the time when those kinds of things were happening in our classes, and she got one of her boyfriend's hunter friends saved some deer eyes for us.
Oh,
so big ass eyeball, and cutting open an eyeball is really boring because it's basically just a pocket of goo.
Yep, essentially. See, and I had a teacher,
but I have held a lens, and that shit's cool.
I have a teacher who was native. And so he, like, lived on the reserve and everything. He was the greatest teacher ever. He was like, oh, it's a science class. I'm gonna bring in a fucking cow heart in grade 5. And they let him. And so he fucking has this big, like, Tupperware. And he just, like, thunk. And he just has a fucking cow heart. He's like, here, everyone, have gloves. Because you can't touch it with your hands. And we're like, okay. And everyone's on gloves. And they're like, ew, ew. And their whole class is losing it. And I'm just like, valve. Whoa, what? And I'm like, fingering the valve. And I'm like, ew, it's so cold. What the shit? He's like, are you okay? I'm like, this is cool. And I'm just like, I'm molesting this dead cow heart. He's like, do you want to see the liver? And I'm like, yeah. So he goes to put the cow heart away, and he opens the thing. He's like, nope, that liver is not, I'm not bringing, that's going to make the whole class stink for a while. Okay, class biology is over. I'm like, oh, but the heart is, and people are like, why are you touching it so much? Like, because it's a heart.
It's like, when is the next opportunity I'm going to be able to do this?
His nose is like, it's like, this one needs counseling.
No, actually, he loved it, because we had this, like, writing, obviously, like English. We had, like, this whole poetry thing we had to do, and he had to have a short story. And my short story was about this wolf killing a caribou. And the way I described it is the wolf diving, like, as the caribou jumped, the wolf jumped too and, like, raked it open with its teeth, and just, like, it burst and just flopped on the snow, and the blood sizzled because it was how hot it was. And he was like, A+, good job, good describing things. And I was like, yeah. No one said a single word about anything. I used to draw little pictures. You know how you can, like, tell kids are gonna be fucked up by the pictures they draw? I used to draw. I know, I've seen your pictures. Snow, fire, the distance. No, but like I used to draw sick people being mutilated all the time, all over everything. Like if we had work, in the bottom of the page, I draw like a buzzsaw. And then just tons of people falling into the buzzsaw. I draw, like, fucking people being hung, and it was hilarious to me. I drew this one, and it was supposed to be, like, it was a cop car. They set me up, all right? It was a cop car, and it was, like, a building.
They set me up.
How could I not? So it was a cop car in a building, and it was supposed to be, like, the triangle. And I was like, all right. I drew a guy on the top of it, the top of the building, and then I drew a guy with a megaphone. He's like, don't jump! And the guy's like, I have nothing to live for! And then another person in the apartment is like looking up at him, like, don't jump too. And I was like, yeah, this is good. No one said a single fucking thing ever one time did they ever say anything about my doodles. And I'm like, I love these things. These are fun.
I used to do the same thing. I used to have like all sorts of little notebooks all over this, but mine wasn't like morbid shit. Mine was like, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a cool this character or whatever. Yeah. The fuck the thing. There was some with magic and others with like fairies and shit, but they were like the most, almost like the moment before a Rube Goldberg contraption's gonna go off. So it's like, yeah, I'm fighting this thing. But you see, when I do that, it's gonna fall forward. And then result of this, and it's like just these elaborately like laid out things. And it's just like the moment before, and it's like...
And this is also where we got, like, Isaac with rollerblades and flame jeans.
Yeah, see, and I just was okay drawing people into buzzsaws and alligator jaws and fucking being mutilated and ripped apart.
Goddamn flame jeans rollerblades.
I'm sure you can find a pair of those jeans, actually, if you really wanted to cosplay original character Isaac.
Original character Isaac.
Yeah, go to Anime North and just be like your OC and be like, please take me, I'm terrible.
Oh, it just says OC for sale on like a cardboard thing.
This is free.
OC for sale, please take me home.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh god, it was so bad. So bad. I mean, it's part of my history and I love it, but it was so bad.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, we got into another, 20-minute tangent there.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
You don't even know what...
No, it's fine. It's just Isaac wanted to play this stupid game, so...
This is great. Shut your mouth.
Do you want to know what Isaac was like prior to all the Isaac stuff and before Ice Zephyr and all that? He was a character named Dash, and he was the fucking worst thing I have ever drawn. Like, the worst. He had like weird bone wings and a trench coat.
That's cool.
But he only had them because StarCraft.
Yeah, that's cool.
But no, he was the worst.
Oh, so he was the
edgy
king of blades, huh?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he was some
gotcha.
edgy shit going on there.
I understand. I get that reference.
And he had like Goku hair.
See, and my first character was that I ever made. Well, my first character I ever made was for Sonic, hilariously enough, and it was like, I don't know what the fuck my brain thought, but he was like a fox. He was supposed to be Tails and Cream's kid. She's cream colored and he's orange, and this kid came out forest green and blue.
Biology's more of a guideline if you ask furries.
I was like, I don't know. And his name was Lucky because he shouldn't be alive because rabbits and foxes can't breed, apparently, in my brain. And
biology's more of a guideline.
He's the oldest character I technically own, but the first persona I ever had was the daughter of the devil, and he had like a harem, so every kid was different. And she was, the mother was like a weird bat-fox hybrid demon, so she was like a person. From the waist down, she was a fox, so she had like the tail and everything. Then she had random brown bat ears and brown bat wings and like random stupid red bangs and like killer claws and then like black hair and like a ponytail. And I'm like, yeah, this is good, I like this. I wish I could find that picture again, because it's just like, I know it's awful. I can imagine it in my brain, and I'm like, never again.
You know what I want to be a meme now, like an artist meme, because there's a lot of those.
What?
I want people to draw their current Sona, whatever the fuck it is, meeting like their originals
and like the original art, so, like one of those draw again things. It's just like meeting.
But you gotta draw the old one as bad as it was, and they've got to be meeting in like a comic.
So hard to do.
Just be like, oh my, just like the look of abstract horror from the new character. Like, what the fuck are you?
Like 2D and everything. Actually, no, that's a lie. The first characters I ever made, was in kindergarten. That I can remember, and it was a story about like, you guys remember the stories about like how said animal got its particular trait.
Yeah.
But we had to do stories like that too. Might have probably been in grade 1 maybe. That was probably a lot better. And mine was how the fawn got its spots. And so it was a fawn. I can't remember her name. It was a fox who went from being trickster to Dakota to trickster to Dakota, and then it was a parrot. Those are like, there were sort of the three creatures I remember making when I was a kid. And essentially what happened was the mom deer was like, Fawn, you go hang out in the wilderness. I'll be back. Because that's what they do. And she slept in the grass, and the sun came through the trees and hit her back and like bleached her fur. I thought that's a really cool idea. She was like, why? I have spots. What the fuck? And then the fox was like, yeah, you're going to die. You have a disease. You're dying. You have like, essentially, he say you have like cancer. And she like she's a baby. She lost her mind. The parrot was like, he's just a dick. Don't worry about him. It's fine. You're fine. She's like, okay, I'm fine now. Story is over.
You have cancer.
Essentially. But
that story gave me cancer.
Gave me fawn spots.
Oh my brother does that like all the time. Like just that blank
Memes.
Gave me blank.
Oh god.
His favorite one is halitosis.
That's just bad breath.
I'm just like, that's the best one.
You do realize this game is supposed to be done by 4 people.
Well, it can be done by like as low as 3.
Yeah, but you're supposed to sell your thing against somebody else.
Yeah.
So it's only one person is going to be the one you're selling to, I guess.
Yeah, one's the one that gets sold to, and
yeah, but it's supposed to have like a vote. That's why you're supposed to have more than.
No, it's the rules of the thing is the person who wants to buy the object is the one who picks which one he finds is best for the job.
I guess it would probably work better with 3, but we should probably like I want to play because.
All right.
I'm wondering how I'm going to be able to do it because I know that people are listening. So.
All right. So the game is Snake Oil.
Are people still listening? I guess is the question. The chat's been kind of dead for a little while,
Which is fine.
So if you're still here and you're interested, please.
And if they aren't, then I would.
It's all right. So welcome to the first instance of BrantFurred Snake Oil. I failed horribly at ad-libbing like a Family Feud style opening for this game.
Is that what that was supposed to be? I thought you were going for action movie.
Chua! Kung Fu!
I would just imagine like explosions and like the fucking font coming around in like a circle and like
silence and crickets.
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Various things.
Oh yeah, there was a mouse at my work today.
At Walmart.
No.
All right. So who wants to be Who wants to be?
I mean the other place you work, not the first place I didn't say.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a mouse in our thing, and we caught it and put it in a box and put it outside.
I know a person who asked me.
All right, so
I'm gonna tell you this real quick story because it's hilarious. We go driving to go eat dinner, and he's like, "Is drowning a bad way to die?"
sounded like some Mortal Kombat intro.
Yeah. He's like, "Is drowning a bad way to die?" And I thought, "Yeah, it is actually. It's not peaceful at all." And he's like, "Oh." I'm like, why? What randomly? Okay.
Oh, well, I'm gonna leave now. I gotta go hide a body.
Almost. And I was like, why? And he's like, well, my apartment has mice.
All right.
And I said, okay. And he said, yeah, so one got stuck on the glue trap. And I said, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, so I put it in the sink and turned the water on. I'm like, that's how you killed it?
All right.
He's like, yeah, I did. I'm like, you could have just crushed it with a rock outside. And he's like, yeah, that would have been better.
All right, so I figured the easiest way to do this is that every time we do BrantFurred Snake Oil, each podcast, a different person is the one that everyone else is selling to. And the first person to 2 points wins.
Oh.
Why?
Okay.
Why do you want to?
Oh, we're doing this. This is going to be a thing now?
Yeah, I want it to be a thing.
Oh, I didn't know that either. I thought it was a one-off at the moment. Then we're going to see how it worked.
No, we can see how it works. But.
I didn't expect like one person to be the only person being able to be sold items to. I was like, I don't think I'm prepared to be able to be the only one of the only ones selling things.
Well, I was gonna. Anyway,
he wants to do a thing. This is a thing because this is where he learned about the game because it was on another show, and that's how they did it.
and
I've
now
already
the show's
played this
over.
game though, so I mean, you don't have to do it that way. You're supposed to switch out every time.
I know, but it's as a show. Just let me have this.
I guess.
It has less cards floating around too.
Sure.
Okay.
Fuck. All right, just get 6 cards. I'll be first. I'll be first to be sold to.
Oh God, fine. No, I get my own cards.
You can take from any of the piles.
I need no man or woman or jackal. That's the word. I was gonna say dingo for some reason.
Dingo.
I don't know why. I was like dingo. I was like dingo dole.
Eat your baby.
No. That one.
I think I have of the 2 sides on this card.
6.
I think 6. I think
I'll take one from each one.
There's also another one.
I know.
The instructions literally say toss it in the garbage after capture. Drowning is a better option. No nearby rocks.
I think I know who Various Things is.
All right.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, God.
All right. So,
I feel like this is... Okay.
are you ready?
I feel like this is wrong, but alright.
All right. I'm a pregnant woman.
Oh, no.
My life has been a living hell since this started. I need something to make it better.
Oh, I'm a dick. Woo! All I can imagine is Futurama, and you'll see why in a moment.
Alright, you can go first.
No.
No.
I'm really not that good on the spot.
Also, Various says, so sue me, wasn't my choice of trap.
I knew it! I knew things!
All right. So Riffti, what do you have to sell pregnant woman Isaac?
Okay.
I don't even know if I can make mine convincing, it's just funny.
That's fine.
I'm a dick.
It's part of the game. Okay. Okay, you're a pregnant lady. Have I ever got the thing for you? You know what happens when, it's like 3 a.m. and those cravings hit?
I have been the horrid situation of the 3 a.m. peanut butter taco craving.
Oh, you read my mind, because what I've got for you is the taco hat.
A hat. Go on.
So the taco hat is available, and it's a giant taco that you wear as a hat. So whenever you get hungry, all you need to do, your snack, is just right on top of your head. You just gotta pull it off and go, bite right into it.
But does it have peanut butter?
It can have peanut butter. It is the taco hat. Can it fit in a tortilla shell? Can it be called a taco? You betcha.
Can it be a hat? Sure.
While you're walking around downtown, oh look, I'm getting hungry for some tacos. Taco hat. 3 a.m. in bed. Oh man, I wish I could go for a taco. Taco hat.
All right. And Pheonix, what do you got?
Okay, so, I'm terrible on the spot, but has this ever happened to you? You're at home, you're pregnant, your feet hurt, there's a whole entire dinner that has to be made still. Well, I got the product for you. To shed off those pre- and post-pregnancy pounds. The exercise oven! Now you can shed the baby weight while you're providing for your man! It comes with a foot-soaked tub and one of those fucking 50s stupid things that, take away your love handles. Get back to your prime in no time with exercise oven.
I liked taco hat.
I think it was the 50s.
I liked taco hat a lot. But then exercise oven rolled in.
I think you said you were pregnant when I was like, yes.
I'm gonna go with exercise oven.
Yes. Oh God.
Alright, get yourselves each 2 new cards.
Fuck me. Is this gonna be the discard pile?
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Oh, yeah, because you have to constantly have cards.
And we shall now transport 5 years into the future.
I left 2 cards.
Okay.
And now I'm a kindergartner.
Oh.
So the exercise of it has been a beautiful part of my childhood.
Okay.
I'm a kindergartner. There's bullies at school I got to deal with. Standard kindergartner stuff. The blocks, they never have the right letters. I need help. I gotta look cool on the playground.
Cool on the playground? Okay. Have I got the thing for you?
Overpowered by treadmill?
Have I got the thing for you?
We're gonna start Pheonix this time.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Oh, see, I knew it. I know people. Oh gosh, okay. Oh wait, so you're a kindergartner, right? That's all it says?
I'm a kindergartner.
Okay.
I could have been a billionaire, but no, I went with kindergartner. It was more fun.
So, you're a kindergartner.
Yeah.
Dealing with some bullies. You having a hard time. Blocks aren't the thing. Nothing's going right for you, right?
I got the wisp.
Well, what if I were to tell you that I have a product that would completely change your entire social standing in kindergarten?
Wee.
Yeah, called the Marshmallow Crown. Be the envy of all of your kindergartner kids and friends who are soon to be your friends with the Marshmallow Crown.
Marshmallow Crown.
Fucking be the king of marshmallows. Give them marshmallows or don't. Now you are the boss. Now you are the ruler of that school. Marshmallow Crown.
Oh, wait.
Marshmallow crowns are great and all, but I know what you really need. So, what you need is your own personal cheese swamp.
Cheese swamp?
Cheese swamp.
Swamp.
So, what kindergartner doesn't love cheese? No kindergartner doesn't love cheese. So here's what you do. You wrangle up all those bullies of yours, and you take them on a special trip to your own personal cheese swamp.
Cheese swamp.
When you get them close to a nice bubbling pit of nacho cheese, all it takes is one little push.
Silence. What?
Murder?
Murder?
I was gonna ask, could I be cheese sweat? This is my cheese swamp.
Somebody wants to.
Somebody. Just pops up.
Is the marshmallow hat seagull proof?
Seagull proof?
Yeah, there's lots of seagulls at my school.
Inside it is.
Seagulls don't want anything to do with your cheese swamp.
I'm pretty sure they want everything to do with the cheese swamp. That's like their haven.
But-
they would be so dumb. They'd be like, "Oh my fucking cheese," and they'd land in it and then sink and die.
And can I be Cheese Schweck?
You can be Cheese Shrek if you want.
You can be the king of all marshmallows.
I don't know. I'm not...
And marshmallows aren't. People who are lactose intolerant can eat marshmallows.
I gotta go.
Push them into a vat of bubbling cheese.
I gotta go with
Lost forever.
marshmallow hat.
Ah!
Yeah.
Marshmallow crown.
Marshmallow crown.
I turned down the food hat once, never again.
Oh, okay.
So I guess Pheonix wins then.
Fuck yeah. Oh, that's it. I'm done. Oh.
There's only 2 points.
I'm so sad now.
Unless you want to do best like
Yeah.
Such a cheesy sales pitch.
3. Unless you want to do 3.
We could do 3.
Sure.
Okay.
We can do all of them because I'm having fun now.
Alright. I'm gonna take.
I'm having fun
Take
here.
one from the middle of the pile this time.
What the
Alright.
hell? Where did I lose a card?
I don't know.
Oh no, there it is.
God damn.
Alright.
God damn.
This is apt for BrantFurred. I'm a gambler. I've got a problem, but I also gotta win back that $2,000 I lost.
Oh no. Terrible shit.
But before I have to go to any of the money marts on the corner of this.
Wait, so you're a gambler?
I am a gambler.
You're a
Okay.
gambler. Okay.
Okay, I started. You go first this time.
A gambler? Shit,
I'm a rambling, gambling man.
I have bullshit is what I have. Okay, here's what you gotta do. You're rambling gambling man. What I have for you is just the thing. The traffic funeral.
Oh my god.
There's only one way to get rid of your debts, and that is to fake your death. The traffic funeral is all in one box. Everything you need to fake a giant pile up out on the freeway. No debt collector's gonna come after you. You dead, boy. You dead as shit. I swear, it comes with cars. It comes with a bloody pile of mess that will be your schmucked body on the freeway. It is so goddamn believable and realistic. No one's gonna look twice. They're gonna be offended. They're gonna be like, "Oh, whoa, what happened to that guy? Oh, fuck. It's your debt is gonna be wiped right out of their memory, and they will be traumatized for life."
I saw one of the other cards in your hand.
Yeah.
I totally wanted you to go with traffic alcohol. It's like, gambling's your problem. Don't make it worse. Become a criminal. Traffic alcohol to underage children.
Yeah, but no. There you go. Fake your own death with the traffic funeral.
Alright, Pheonix.
Alright, well, my friend here might be all into the, theatrics. I have one simple, easy way to collect your money to get out of debt. Have a house party. And charge admission at the door. $5 a drink. Go to a frat house. Go to a fucking college campus. Boom.
And traffic alcohol.
You're a millionaire. Hey, and even midway through the night, you can even freaking up the charge of the drinks, and people will have no idea.
So fake my own death or frat parties.
House party.
I'm gonna say, well, one sounds like effort.
The house party. You could probably just even go to a frat house and just put up admission desk, and idiots would just be like, "Oh, okay, cool," and throw money at you.
But I could pretend to be dead and they'd never come after me. And then I could assemble new gambling debt.
Yeah.
See? The system works.
But you can also gamble at a house party.
I'm gonna go with the traffic funeral.
Yeah, traffic funeral.
Traffic funeral.
Yeah, traffic funeral.
Terrible cards.
There are better
I need
ways.
2 random ones.
There's 1. And there's 2 from Kombat. Alright.
Why? They're so random.
We the people must vote have fight charge bathroom use. I really like the fake death. Alright. Oh! These are just alright. I'm a sorority girl.
Oh my god. Fuck you.
Well, the ironic other side was grave robber.
That's not fair.
So I'm a sorority girl. I was totally going to have this guy over. He was a bit of a known gambler, but he died in a traffic accident, and now I don't know what to do to liven up this party.
Oh god, okay, I'm gonna try.
Just connected all via story.
Alright, so
the kindergartner became an abusive gambler and then didn't go to the sorority party.
Is it my turn to go first?
I think so.
I have the best way to liven up a very lame sorority party, and that is with the bacteria brick. You like freaking polio, syphilis, gonorrhea? Why not all? Toss the brick through like a fucking sorority window, boom! Fucking hazmats and parties all around.
I think polio's a virus, not a bacteria.
Hey, we have a virus brand. It's an extra $20.
Bacteria brick now in virus.
Virus form.
Does it have a catchy name?
Bacteria brick. Brickteria.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right. Well,
Okay.
I wish.
hazmat themed party would be original.
Okay.
Right? Leave it under someone's goddamn pillow and they have no idea. Boom. Getting contagion.
So, what's probably the worst problem you have at your sorority parties?
Pregnant people.
Okay.
That's not what she was expecting.
Not what I was expecting. What I was going to say is those terrible people coming in and making sure that there's no underage drinkers. Come on, how are you supposed to get turned up at your party
Turned up.
when you have people coming in, double checking, and bringing the mood down? That's why
I love your use of lingo.
Turned up.
turned up. That's why I present to you the alcohol bandana.
Lots of headwear today.
No. You can wear it on your head. You can wear it around your neck. You can keep it in your purse. But this is the perfect alcohol delivery system for being discreet. When you put it on, it's just a tiny little tube that comes down. You can sip away, and then it tucks right up into the bandana. So when people come by, all you do is you look fashionable. But
Fashion, you say?
But you know, as soon as they turn their back, the party is just getting started. So when you need to hide your alcohol from cops or RAs or anybody else, you know what you need is the alcohol bandana.
Does it come in pink?
Absolutely. It comes in pink, orange, green, blue, red, white, black, and teal.
Okay, you were ready for that. She was really ready for that.
I'm terrible on the spot, but...
I'm gonna go with the alcohol bandanas.
Fuck you guys. You guys are dumb.
Alright, so this is the sudden death.
Point match.
Are we really?
Yeah.
2 and 2.
Oh.
Point match.
We should, what are we doing after this? Because we should totally have it where, oh, fuck me. Where we just keep playing?
where we just play?
And we just, switch people who are the things to be sold to?
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, I didn't grab two.
I mean, everyone's having fun.
Are they? We should let them vote.
I would love if we had more people.
Yeah, right now all we have is various.
If/when watchers hit 100 over the course of our lifespan, we'll start doing straw polls for it. Vote now, the people. Speaking of voting now, I'm a dirty politician and I gotta win this election, see?
Oh, God. You go first? Yeah, no, you go first.
Yeah, go first.
Or I could be Richard Nixon.
I don't have anything.
Okay,
Uncle Sam wants my vote. I mean, to vote for me. I didn't say I was a smart politician.
I am not a crook.
I am clearly not a crook. I did not have sexual relations with that hooker.
I fucking love Clone High. I'm just gonna mention that right now.
okay.
I have nothing. Oh, I have nothing.
Yeah, me neither.
Fucking. You know what? Fine, I'll go with what I had originally.
So
I have nothing.
It's a Riffti start.
I know, I'm thinking.
For the win. For the win. The pressure's on.
I know, I'm thinking. Shit, Jesus.
If Pheonix is ready, you can delegate to Pheonix.
Yeah, I have a thing.
Yeah, you go.
Oh, God damn it. You're a politician?
I'm a politician.
Oh, fuck, okay. What does every good politician need? They needed a good platform. They needed a good social media. I have the perfect thing for you with your own personalized message board.
It's so simple.
Tailor every comment to you. Make you look like a superstar.
Yeah, I like that idea.
be able to moderate and build a wall around people who are against your vote.
That is the second build a wall reference we've made.
Ban them from your server.
A ban hammer.
Message board.
Okay.
So I had.
Okay. You know, okay, politicians, of course, you're a politician, you like to win.
I do like to win.
And you like being up, you know, in your big fancy place.
I do like my big fancy place.
So, you know what I have for you?
Paid for by taxpayer dollars.
I have the perfect product for you. I have the prize throne.
A prize throne.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So, of course, when you win, what do you get? You get a prize. And when you are the ruler, where do you sit? You sit upon your throne. This is the best of both worlds put together. You get prizes, and you get a nice comfy seating place out where everyone can see where your standing is.
But you said I gotta win, and I'm trying to rig this election.
Of
Your
course.
personalized message board.
But of course, and when everyone sees you sitting upon your prize throne, what else are they going to see? They're going to say, man, that is a person who can lead. That is the person that I want to vote to because look how good he looks sitting upon that prize throne. It's like you've already won.
On your own personal message board, you can already win. It's already your own message board. You're already the president of that area.
Oh, I was gonna go with message board, but then that last line, it's like,
No.
You've already won.
What are you gonna do? You message board, people aren't gonna know you embezzled their taxes. They're gonna think you embezzled their taxes with a prize throne. Message board, safe, secure,
What's
online.
with this mudslinging? Jesus!
That's the point. Message board, it's safe, secure. It's new. It's up to date. It's
Live journal.
the fuck is the word? Modern. It's modern.
People don't want modern. People want tried and true.
They want rigged elections.
They want prize thrones.
I have to go with the prize throne.
God damn it!
Just because I like to envision myself sitting upon the prize throne at this
The
year's
prize throne.
this year's Rose Bowl parade.
Let's play again.
All right, we can swap up people this time and play for
Okay.
for three again. Start from scratch.
Yay!
Um,
Wait, the last cards I had costume, perfume, film, road, board.
I was gonna say just put them all to discard.
I had water, alien, fart, and chest.
What?
Yeah.
An alien fart would have been hilarious. Prove aliens win.
Yeah, here. You wanna win the election? Alien farts.
Wait, these also in here?
Yeah, just they won't get recycled for now.
All right. So who's okay? My rock paper scissors who goes next?
I was gonna say I think Riffti won. She should be the next
Oh
one.
yeah, that makes sense. Oh,
Alright,
God
sorry.
damn it! I got to talking.
I gotta get myself 6 cards. I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'm gonna get 4 for these. And these 2.
I'm gonna go straight from this pile.
I got all blue cards.
Oh god.
I was hoping for some red. Alright.
Okay, I am a poor beggar. What do you got for me?
Oh, I have the perfect thing for you.
Can you only have like one card?
What do you mean?
Does it have to be 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking god damn it.
Alright.
Fuck. I just want to give you this card and be like, here, have this. This will solve all your problems.
Oh dear.
Oh god. No! Nothing else works.
Alright, you know what the biggest problem with being a beggar is that you gotta be on the street all day, you get sweaty, you look gross, and then people just start avoiding you because they feel awkward.
Ouch.
So,
Yeah, geez.
but there's a simple, affordable solution to solve that. You gotta get yourself a power shower. Literally, within seconds, you walk around that corner and you come back a new man, a new beggar, ready to get new muns because they'll approach a nice Irish Spring smelling beggar. Get yourself a power shower.
No, wait. I can't sway the vote. I can. That's the point. You know, I'm pretty sure people wouldn't give money to a clean-looking beggar because they're clean.
The mudslinging.
Instead, what you want is a rubber bomb. The same thing that the police do. Set that shit up in a big crowd of people in a freaking Harmony Square, set it off, and while they're all knocked out and down and writhing in pain, boom, steal their wallets. Millionaire. Done. Rubber bomb.
Yes, but there's a difference between being a criminal and a beggar.
Yeah.
I like the bomb. Swipe, swipe, swipe.
I got rhyming.
I mean, I know. I was gonna say rhyming gets you points, but not as much
That's bullshit. I didn't know that
bomb.
Alright.
Well, I was like, what the fuck do I do now?
Did you just want to say bomb?
Yes. I don't like, here, take the bomb.
Bombs.
It'll solve all of your problems.
Okay.
The bomb.
Bombs.
I'm Santa.
Oh my fucking god.
Santa has a problem.
What's your problem, Santa?
My reindeer won't fly. Too much milk and cookies.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. It's me first?
Yeah, it's you first.
Okay. Your reindeer won't listen. They won't fly. They're too fat. What you need is a good old dose of animal revenge. You have 8 of them. Pop out freaking Rudolph. Teach them other ones a lesson. Animals defer to the alpha. You gotta show him his boss with some animal revenge.
Now,
I'm hot.
Now, you see, you need the full power of 9 reindeer to pull that sled. You can't kill one of them off. You need to get them to lose that weight. And what perfect way than a nice, healthy alternative? I have the people ready and put aside to get you a honey river at the North Pole.
What?
Delicious, sweet honey to handle that milk and cookie sweet tooth, and it's a nice, lightweight, healthy alternative. All natural, all honey, all river.
You know, with animal revenge, you also can pull the sleigh with polar bear.
Yeah, but they can't fly without magic corn, and polar bears don't eat corn. But you know what polar
Where
bears
the
might
fuck
like?
did corn come from? What the hell?
It's actually canon in the story that they get magic corn. But anyway,
What story?
but you know what the polar bears would eat?
Reindeer.
Honey.
They'd also eat reindeer. Show them who's boss. You're out of a job and your breakfast.
I think the problem in the North Pole is the honey river would just freeze up.
Well, yeah, that keeps it so that they don't eat too much at
Oh, yeah,
once.
then it's
That's
like
half of the reason why
That's like
we're
a salt
installing
lick
it.
at that point.
Yeah, it's a honey lick.
But animal revenge is fucking hilarious. Shut your mouth. It was too perfect.
I like the idea of Santa like beating his reindeers.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Animal revenge.
Oh.
As soon as you said you were Santa, I was like,
Alright, give me a red.
Oh, my
Alright,
Christ. And here's the thing, is the deer eat the corn, and then the polar bears eat the deer, so the polar bears can just fly now because of bioaccumulation.
oh, bitch. What? Oh.
Alright, I'm a police officer. Also, apparently a lady police officer.
Why?
Look at them eyelashes.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Hot damn!
Are they all? Oh, no, yeah, you are a lady police officer, because the Santa one doesn't have eyelashes. I don't fucking know. What do you need?
Oh man, look at those handcuffs. I'm kinky.
You're kinky, you say?
No, it's this picture.
Well, I got something for you, kinky cop. What you need, it'll solve your bedroom problems, it'll solve your criminal problems. You need yourself a friend leash.
Friend leash?
Why drag them around in the police car? Humiliate them in front of everything with your friend leash. They know that they're your friend, but they also set an example for the rest of society. If they want to deal with the wrong side of the law, they're gonna have to deal with the friend leash.
I don't think criminals are my friends, though.
That's
I'm a pretty damn bad cop if that's the case.
Oh, wait. Well, you know, every good cop, kinky or not, needs a very good and weekly safety bone. Every good cop needs to get their stress out. And with the safety bone, just input one password, your safe word. You get boned all you want. On the job, off the job, interrogations, not interrogations, at home with your kids. When you don't have a partner, safety phone.
do have a partner. Friendly.
Friend leash.
It's
like the baby leashes.
This one's so bad. Oh my god.
I love how we just made this a kinky cup.
Safety bone.
Safety bone friend.
It's funny. I was gonna tell you. You said you're Santa. I was gonna be like animal bone. Here, have that.
I'm gonna go with the friend leash.
Oh god damn it!
Woo! Finally won.
Well, I guess that's 3 points, right? Or are we doing it to the best first one that has 3?
Best of 3. Or first of 3, sorry.
First to 3.
Oh, alright, cool.
I can take a red card and a blue.
Oh, then I get to be sold too. Yay!
Alright. I'm on a blind date.
Oh, a blind date, you say?
Fuck it. I'll just do it. Oh, my back hurts. Fuck. I'm laughing too hard.
Alright.
Goddamn.
Okay.
Oh, I went first. It's my turn. It's my turn to go first.
Yeah.
You're on a blind date. Things are going okay. Maybe they're not. Maybe there's no chemistry. Maybe there's just no science. Maybe there's just... This is not the guy for you. What can liven up a boring blind date that every out-on-the-town woman needs
is a safety bone.
Is a robot laser. It's a conversation piece. It's a burglar deterrent. And hey, if the guy tries anything before you say you're ready, boom, robot laser taken out, no problem. For just one installment, $9.95, you can have it installed anywhere on your skeletal system.
You see, the problem is, with robot parts coming out, you're not gonna have a good blind date. You know what the problem with every blind date is?
Robot lasers are awesome.
The other problem, real problem with blind dates is that they're always at the dumbest places. Coffee shops, sandwich places. No, you need a real blind date. You gotta get that blind date at the Lock concert. The Poppin' Lock concert! Drop those sick dance skills and listen to music all night long on your blind date. If they don't got the dancing skills, then you know they're not the one. But the Lock concert's gonna be the only way you're gonna know.
The robot laser keeps you safe. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha!
Just the idea of, oh no you don't. I don't fuck on the first date.
Yeah, right?
My hand was terrible. I was so waiting for a moment to use hamster.
Hamster? What did you have left?
Well, I had hamster, telephone, fashion, and envy. But I wanted to figure out some way to make hamster envy work.
I had crowd, couch, faucet, and bell.
Ugh.
I know,
My turn.
sometimes these types of games, you just get a bad hand and you can't do shit.
Alright, I get 6 fresh cards.
Alright. Can I pick from either side?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. Alright. I know my thing. Alright.
Alright.
Okay. So, I am a down in the dumps amputee.
Amputee.
I want to see the card for that. He's a snake. Oh my god!
Still good off. Alright, I'm an amputee. I will leave it up to whatever you decide. I have amputated.
Alright. Well, unfortunately, amputation is just the first step into the grave, and the rest of your life can only be preparation for that. And the only way you can prepare for that is with a corpse kit. You're going one piece at a time. At least have it your way. The corpse kit, you'll make sure that you're making it to the end honorably and by your terms, not the terms of some shitty doctor who just cuts off more and more. Corpse kit.
The body horror show.
Okay. Yeah, that could be one thing, but I have something else for you. What you really need as an amputee is... Hold on, sorry, just gonna put that there. What you need as an amputee is glory paste.
Oh.
Glory paste. It's the top leading, scientifically proven way of pasting on your past glory, which is your leg, or your arm, or whatever it was. The glory paste will send you back to your glory days. It will allow you to full range of motion with your appendage that you lost. It doesn't even matter when you lost it. It doesn't even have to be yours. You can find anything you want and just It's not coming off with glory paste.
Oh, don't live in the past. Get the corpse kit. Move forward.
What's in the corpse kit?
Well, there are a number of tools, including a scalpel, formaldehyde seasonings, variety of makeups, as well as a cyanide pill for whenever you're ready to go.
And is the glory paste animal friendly?
Absolutely, we do not test on animals, just people.
Can I attach an animal to my...
If you so wished.
But it's not animal tested. How do you know? Ooh. Caught.
Lie.
Would you like to be our first tester?
I'm not gonna lie. I had a different idea when you said glory paste, and you said like go back to your former glory, and I was like, oh, that's clever. That's so clever. I guess it's kind of more clever. But the corpse kit is fucking hilarious. You guys are essentially have the exact same thing in my brain, because the corpse kit, you just reattach it. Oh my god.
I think corpse kit was like, no, just die.
Just like cut yourself apart and die. Oh god. Oh, corpse kit is morbid, but glory paste is fucking hilarious. Oh god, glory paste.
Yeah, glory
I'm sorry,
paste.
I can't. It was that tagline that got me.
Glory paste.
Go back to your former glory.
With glory paste.
Oh, this red card.
Okay. Okay, I'm a paper boy.
Paper boy?
Paper boy.
Have I... Oh, wait, no, it's not my turn to go first.
No.
You are a paper boy. What do paper boys need? Paper boys need...
Ten seconds.
Yeah, okay.
give her time. It's fine.
Calm down.
Just like the dead silence of...
Okay, paper boy. Okay, as a paper boy, something's good gotta happen when you yell, extra, extra, read all about it, because that's gonna be a fucking lie. There's nothing in the paper to read. So what you need is the riot lady.
The riot lady?
Just set her up, and she will be making headlines from here to Timbuktu. You'll never have an empty paper day when it comes to the riot lady, because she will always be working hard for you so you can make that coin, because everyone's going to come flocking to you for your papers, because they're going to want to know, just what did that crazy riot lady do today?
Topical.
See, the problem is that the paper boy's job isn't to make news, deliver papers. At least I think, is it one with the bicycle?
Or the one that extra, extra, read all about it.
Regardless, there are two problems both of them face. And that's the dangers of their job. Wild dogs that bite the male people, angry neighbors, riot ladies.
Riot ladies.
What you need is a way to avoid it all with shadow lotion. A quick application, and you're gonna be like a shadow. You'll blend into your surroundings, deliver that paper, they won't even know until you ring the bell. Get your entire thing done, no bites, no scars, no crazy riot ladies chasing you up the streets.
Essentially what we're looking at here. It's an SJW and a blackface. And what is the lesser of two evils? Does the shadow lotion wear off, or am I going to be a shadow forever?
It is a 6-hour long cycle.
God damn! My paper was 10 minutes.
But it does also come with a solvent. A quick application, a quick shower, and you're done. Of course, you need the solvent, because if it rains, you don't want your shadow lotion coming off.
So it comes off in water?
No, you need the solvent. It doesn't come off in water.
You said if it rains, it'll come off.
I said it rains if it won't come off. I said you can't have it coming off in the rain.
Yeah, but it won't come off if I don't have the solvent.
Exactly. If you run out of solvent...
It comes with the solvent. Or lasts 6 hours.
Yeah.
6 hours or the quick application to get it ready now.
This just sounds very complicated. Just let the riot lady loose.
I feel like she's like a...
She's like banging against chains.
No, she's like in a cage. She's like a rabid foaming animal.
And that's why she's scary and you need to hide from her with shadow lotion.
Hey, I just deliver the mail. I don't fucking make it. You were right. The right lady would be business. People always would... Unless I throw tablets at them. Because there's no more paper mail anymore.
And see, then you're going to be breaking their windows with tablets. So you need to get away easily with shadow lotion.
I just blame it on the riot lady.
What's that silly riot lady been up to this time?
I don't want to. I can't. Riot lady, I'm sorry. Riot lady.
Riot lady.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, riot lady.
It was just like, I can't.
Yeah, riot lady.
What was also a girl?
I love riot lady.
Riot lady is best card so far.
Okay.
I am either a. I'm a bartender.
You're a bartender?
I'm a bartender.
Okay.
Sell me your alcohols. Or whatever.
I was gonna say, no, we don't need. You don't need more alcohol. There's plenty behind the bar that doesn't get sold enough. What you need is something to draw them in. Something that just screams color, attention. Come here, and for that, you need the pinata tattoo.
The pinata tattoo. Okay.
A bright, colorful pinata of your favorite Viva pinata, right there for everyone to see. And you know, anybody above the age of 20 is gonna look at that and be like, I need to ask. And when they do, what do all bartenders do? You don't explain it without giving them a drink.
Sure. I can understand that. I can see your logic behind that.
Okay, have I ever got the product for you as a bartender? I know how hard it can be. You're on your last shift, but you got those last couple drunkies that just will not shut up, give up, go home. You ever hear the expression? I don't care where you sleep, but you can't sleep here. Mm-hmm. Well, here's how you get that started with snore syrup.
Snore syrup.
So you just go ahead, you make up their last couple of drinks at the end of the night. All right, sneak in a little bit of snore syrup. They'll be dozing and drowsy, and then you can just push them out your door, and they won't cause no fuss, no muss, no hustle, no fussle, nothing to get you all worked up. So you can have an easy time closing up shop for the night, so you can get back home where you want to be.
I think drugging people might be illegal though.
So
you're already doing it. You're selling them alcohol.
But you're not spiking their drinks with snore syrup.
The date rate. Or tramp stamp. I mean, tramp stamp is a topical piece. People would be talking about why I got a fucking pinata on my body. I don't really know what that would do for business. If people can't even see it in a bar. But I mean, I don't want to date rape. And essentially, alcohol is already snore syrup.
Snore syrup.
You did ask for a type of alcohol to sell.
Yeah.
Just to argue in snore syrup's favor a little bit.
Yeah, but... Yay!
I finally got one. Alright, let's try to bring this back.
Any comments before we go any farther? You're probably talking about that too.
Oh, okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay.
Oh shit, I gotta pick a thing! Oh god! Oh god! Yeah, there we go. Okay. Cupid.
Oh! Okay. You're Cupid.
I have nothing for a Cupid.
Making you think. Making you think.
Okay, I think I may have something. So you're Cupid.
Yep.
You're a little cherub floating through the skies.
Okay.
You got your bow. You're ready going around people. But I have your ace in the hole. I have the secret diaper.
Oh. No. Why?
Cupid wears a diaper.
Only because people are dumb.
Yeah, well, people, you can make things even dumber because you got a secret diaper.
All right, explain to me the secret diaper.
The secret diaper, the geniusness of the secret diaper is when people refuse to be, like, if you hit them and they refuse against you, you just bring out the secret diaper because they'll never see it coming.
But they can't refuse me. My love is always.
All right. Sorry, what?
And my love is always and eternal.
Always and eternal?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, you see, Cupid, hear me out, man. One day a year, not nearly enough for you. Not nearly enough. We need to take you to at least a biannually schedule. And you know what? That holiday does not have a mascot right now? April Fool's Day. And you want to know how you're going to get on that racket? You're going to roll up in the prank truck.
The prank truck.
Now get 2 holidays. Plus, prank everyone with the prank truck. You could throw that shit on YouTube, Cupid's Prank Show. You've got everything you could possibly need in the prank truck. And it'll even get you around on Valentine's Day when you gotta make that commitment to your first job. You drive around in the prank truck, they don't see it coming, they're like, oh man, it's Cupid's prank truck. And then suddenly, they're in love. They find the love of their life on your prank show from the prank truck.
Because it's a prank. Fuck that.
I think the April Fool has a problem with you encroaching on his holiday, but okay.
I don't think there even is an April Fool.
I think there is.
Rumors and myth. Cupid, his new job. Prank truck.
Prank truck.
Well.
And what fosters love better than a good joke? And a shared sense of humor. Prank truck.
Prank truck.
Yeah, prank truck.
I don't wear diapers, yo. Now it's a tiebreaker.
All right.
And I'm gonna go from. I'm sorry you're getting boob on your knee.
That's fine.
Why are you saying this, Fudge? It's not your knee I'm talking about.
Ezra doesn't mind if I get some boob on my knee.
All right. What do we got? For the closing bet for the day, because we can go for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Not this game specifically, but the podcast.
I'm Little Red Riding Hood.
Little Red Riding Hood?
Yep, and I have
dear
to.
Lord.
I have to get to Grandma's house, but that fucking big bad wolf keeps stopping me. Keeps eating all my treats in my basket. What do you have for me that'll stop that big bad wolf?
All right. Here's the problem with big bad wolves: is that they are looking for one thing and one thing only, and that's dead ass. So when he makes his grab, you're gonna be ready with the spike fanny.
The what?
The spike fanny.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
A beautiful. what do they call thread counts for blankets? Not thread count though.
Threadbare.
Spike count. That fanny. He's not going to get anywhere near that. You just turn your ass towards him, and he is not getting anywhere close with the spike fanny.
Okay. Salesman number 2. What do you have that's wolf repellent?
What do I have that's wolf repellent?
Essentially.
Okay. What I have for you is the... What I have for you is the soap spring.
Alright.
The soap spring. It makes you super slippery, so when you see him coming, you just jump on it and you spring away. Added bonus, the soap springs taste terrible, so when he's got his jaws open, he's running after you, and he takes a snap, he'll just latch onto the soap spring and get a mouthful of soapy deliciousness. And by deliciousness, I mean horribleness, because oh my god, it is the worst tasting soap you've ever tasted in your life. The soap spring. You can lather yourself up and fly for miles.
Fly for miles. I guess Grandma's a lot faster.
Boing! Just like Sonic.
Go fast.
Gotta go fast. Soap spring.
Alright, so how do I know this spike fanny is not going to hurt me when I put it on? Or whatever.
One-sided spikes. The inside is a nice velvety lined inside. The outside, spikes.
How does one activate said spikes?
They're in a perpetual state of on. And they fit nicely and conceal easily under any common Red Riding cloak.
It's like, they're just always on. Oops. There's no off switch. Well, then how would I take them off?
They're still comfortable to wear, and they just come off.
How?
How does any
I can't touch
underwear
them on
come
the
off?
outside. They're gonna stab me now.
There's a nice loop on the inside to fit your thumbs. You get that nice velvety inside, and you go. And it's only the fanny side. Which...
So he can get the front door.
Well, he can't grab the front without getting a handful of the back, if you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, there's other places you can grab onto.
But he can't eat you while you're wearing the spike fanny.
You know what doesn't have this problem? The soap spring.
Is it a spring made out of soap, or do I have to apply said soap?
It comes with its soap. It's what it is there is a soap core.
Mm-hmm.
So when you depress it, the soap comes out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. See, we have we have strategically drilled holes throughout the spring for a proper and even dispersion of soap.
But you need to apply it yourself. The spike fanny will always be protecting you.
God, this is a close one. This is pretty funny. I was gonna go with spike fanny first, because I just thought it was fucking stupid, and I loved it. But then, like, the soap spring makes kind of more sense, simply because I can lift, like, boing, even if it's just the fact that it's a spring, I can just to Grandma's house. But the spike fanny's fucking hilarious.
In its perpetual state of on.
It's perpetual state of just spike. I keep, for some reason, I keep thinking it's like a dark gray, like really, really, really thin metal with just razor blades. I don't know why I'm thinking it's razor blades.
I imagine it more as like leather BDSM underwear with spikes all over the ass.
Freaking metal spikes, just it's so metal. Oh god, that's something that someone in Germany would wear.
A spike fanny.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh my god, this is such a terrible joke. The Nazi regime 2017 sporting their spike fannies.
God, this is
Hail
hard for me.
spike fanny.
How would you even like sign that? God, this is tough. This is the tiebreaker. Fuck, God. Spike fanny.
Yay, spike fanny.
I'm sorry. It's funnier.
Spike fanny.
That
Alright.
was a fun game.
Oh my god. I had vacuum and pinata for the entire thing. And I was just like, I want to use vacuum pinata. They bust the candy out and it sucks it back in. One pinata to rule them all.
Infinite fun!
With none of the payoff.
So anyway, that was a nice day, everyone. So, that was August, the boring month, and the first instance of snake oil. I think for future ones, we'll just do, like, one round, first to two.
Aw.
Just like a quick thing at the end of every podcast. As a closing bit and a little bit of comedy. A little bit. Anything else we want to close on?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that's everything.
Alright, well then, we will see you next time, everybody. As mentioned, most of our series are ending within, like, the first 2 weeks of August, so...
Wait.
Yeah.
The first 2 weeks of August?
Sorry, September.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I cannot calendar.
No, I guess not. That threw me off.
But yeah, so most of the series will be swapping over. Look forward to that. And we will see you later, everyone. You can always check out my streams. There will be other BrantFurred streams this month, probably. I mean, we'll just find a time, just be like, yeah, let's do it. We'll try to make sure that everyone knows at least a few hours in advance. Just hit that little notification thing on the channel.
The bell icon?
Yeah, the weird bell icon.
Yeah.
That may be different now because YouTube changed their thing. And I'm a little miffed.
I said like, comment, and subscribe, but I mean, with the podcast.
Anyway, well, they can like...
We have 2 likes.
Yay!
We'll see you later, everyone, though.
I see everybody.
Bye-bye.